It's Sunday night, and this is a special broadcast of the opening of the markets in Asia, as we very well could witness a continual drop in the markets and or a recovery consolidation. And precious metals will obviously be affected by all of this. We're going to keep an eye on them here as the markets open up in mere moments from right now. I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to join me here as we go through the markets here. Welcome one and all. We got a good crowd with us. It is a little bit early. It takes about 2 minutes for the numbers to propagate over at Kitco's site. But until then, we're going to answer some comments and send greetings to you guys. Welcome to each and every one of you. Red Crawlers here. Dean R is here. Michael K. Appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. It's going to be a busy night here, so I do apologize if I'm not able to recognize each of you that say hello to me. But if you do want to say something, just type my name out with no space in between, and it should highlight orange, and I'll be able to address it. I'll do the best I can, but I know that I appreciate you guys being here on your Sunday night as we watch these markets open and see what happens with gold and silver. Let's start by answering a question, though, by Diamond Dust Fireworks. It says here, Sal, let me ask you what you think. When we started our wallet 3 months ago, 1 gram was $98. And will we see it in the near future? Just looking for your opinion. I think it is quite possible. We could see a pullback even more in prices to get down to that $98 mark again. And if it's not there already, I haven't calculated the dollar per gram, but that's the purchase price, I assume. So with premiums and everything like that, it's still a way to go to get back to that level. We'll find out. But good to see you guys. All right. Yeah, Stacker Factor is here. By the way, Stacker Factor did a great video unboxing a beautiful 1 ounce Lion of England platinum coin. Man, that's a great piece he got there. So check it out. Welcome. Good to see Laura is with us tonight. A lot of good folks here. Tom Larson, Kush T, as the markets are open up here moments and just mere moments. We're going to get to that here in a minute. It is 6 o'clock, but it takes 2 minutes. So let's answer another comment from Elon Trump. Never bought more. Load up, buy the dips. This is my video asking the question, is now the time to give up on silver? And I answered it for myself, but I hope for you as well, too, that you will not give up. Maple grams are only $75 not long ago. Those maple grams are pretty cool pieces indeed. All right. And, last poll I did last week, we did not, I asked if we would see $35 silver by the end of the week. We did not see it. So now I'm going to do another poll. And let's see here. And it's not going to be one that is going to be related to numbers. Let's see here. Let me add it. Let me see here. Just bear with me as I get this poll going. All right, a little bit different type of poll. I just want to get a general sense of where you think silver will end up by this Friday, based off of not necessarily a number, but in terms of the general consensus of where we're going to be. So let me know what your thoughts are there as the markets have opened up now. And boom, look at this, folks. Out of the starting gate, down dramatically. Look at that. And now, down 2.67% right out of the starting gate. Gold very well could fall below $3,000 an ounce. Look at this, folks. The bloodbath continues in the markets in Asia as we watch in this special report right now. Look at this. Wow. As silver is hurting. It is taking a beating here, down 2.67%, down 79 cents, almost 80 cents right in the open. Now, do not lose heart, folks. This is a snap reaction. We very well could see a consolidation period of this. Some of this is sort of leftover reaction from what we saw Friday with the smackdown. But this is pretty big, but who knows? If these numbers continue, through the next 10, 15 minutes, then we know that we are in a sign of a potentially a Black Monday, they call it, right? This could be the beginning of a continual downturn overall, and I've heard that the futures markets are showing lower prices than spot price, which is unusual. So, yes, indeed. And we all want to see what some of you are saying here overall in the overall markets in general. Dax Ryan is saying that stock futures are down 5% pretty much across the board. Circuit breakers at 7%. So there we go. And RM 1042, I noticed your last video, you have a lot of YouTube bots commenting. Yes, we're going to talk about that later. I try to get rid of those as often as possible. You can actually report on those as well. But there it is. Our Instability is here. Welcome. Not a buy yet. So we're waiting to buy. Instability thinks we'll get some more downward movement. And so far right now, that downward movement is happening fast. We're now almost down $1 for silver now. A 3.16% decline. Our starting gate here, and then some. 93%, 93 cent drop to $29.32. Wow, this is crazy. And nickel stacking says that they're saying that the cryptos are going to get hammered tomorrow. So, wow. So, we'll see what happens here. Could this be the beginning or signs of a Black Monday coming? Is that what they call it? We'll find out here. We're watching these markets in real time. Gold is down slightly. It's down $20.20, recovering somewhat of the losses that it saw right at the beginning. And so that is actually a good sign that we may see somewhat of a stop of the bleeding to a degree. But right now, silver is continuing to fall, down over 3.2% right now, down 95 cents just in the first 2 minutes. It's crazy. Yeah, massive drop in silver's price tonight. Very good. Good to see Mark B. Good to see all of you guys here as we're watching these markets in real time as they open up here. Palladium down 1.8%. Platinum is down $7 here, 0.76%. Both those numbers are pretty much trading to the point where they're right around the same price as each other in the ask price. And but the spread has widened, I think, a bit for palladium. Well, no, I guess it's about the same, $40 in between the two. Silver Days is here. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Look at that, folks. Massive, pretty big drop. Well, very big drop. This is more of a flash crashing scenario happening for silver. Man, I thought we would see $30 and stay there. But look at this. Now tonight, it has fallen 84 cents, 28.92. Wow. With this, it seems like the numbers can't keep up. It was over 29 a moment ago. Now to 28.92, and it showed down 95 cents. And this is kind of weird. I guess it's coming back together here. So 28.92 below $29. Yes, indeed. Wow. Very good. Man, all right. Crazy, crazy. Look at these numbers. They're moving here pretty dramatically. Well, we're going to watch this stuff here very closely tonight. This is something. Gold now down $9.70. It seems like there's some normalcy consolidation happening here as we adjust to the rapid whipsaw that we saw right at the very beginning. And still a pretty big drop. But the silver now showcasing the ask price there now accurately now with now it's 77 cents down. 2.62%, so not quite as bad as kind of what I had thought, to watch and see how this thing happens here tonight. And as we peruse our way through the London markets opening up later in the night, and then New York coming on Monday morning at 9 or 8:30. Wow. And so we look at what somebody else had said here, that we are seeing some thoughts that the futures markets for the stock market in general is about 5 to 7%. So we'll see here. India and China salivating. Yes, indeed, that's right. I tell you what, these times of low prices, when there's blood in the streets, that's when you pick it up. That's when you move, you know. And I've always said, you know, silver, 28.88 right now. Tell you what, that's a good deal if you're in the market to buy. No question. Same thing with platinum. I've always thought anything under $1,000 for platinum is good. For sure. Yes, indeed. Dark Knight Cowboy is here. Good to see all of you guys with us tonight as we peruse our way through here. And here is, look at that. Summit Metals has it at 28.16, down 4.16%. So their spot price is even lower than now. Oh, 27.95. Look at this. Crazy. Look at that. It's just nuts. Wow. 27.95. And let's see. Man, this stuff is happening fast here. Look at that. Down $1.45 right now, folks. This is massive. This is something more than just the snap judgment or snap move that we saw right at the beginning of the night. This is very real, as silver within the first 10 minutes is down almost 5% right now. 28.20, we're seeing. It got down below 28 briefly. 27.65 is the low tonight. Watching this stuff happen in real time. Look at this. Wow. Man. Crazy. Look at that. I'm afraid to even turn away because it seems like every time I do it, this comes back and with more blood. Everything is red. Everything is red. Everything is happening right now. Yes, indeed. Good thing there was a silver squeeze at almost $34. I'll let it freeze some more before I squeeze some. There you go. Exactly. Good to see you, Silver Wolverine. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you, brother. All right. So we're going to come back to this. Let's answer a few more comments. Here is another. I'm glad I posted this video. Is now the time to give up on silver? Certainly it is not. Take advantage of this time. No question about that. Russell Burry says here, give up on silver? Never. I bleed silver. Pun intended, right? I don't. That would just be silly, but my blood does have high concentrations of donor meat. But anyway, the silver roller coaster is a fun ride. Don't make the destination the focus. Just enjoy and hopefully a long journey getting there. Sure is. It is. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're enjoying some of these price movements, I'm fine with it because I'm not a seller of my silver right now. But I can understand why it would be very stressful for people who are at a point where they're want to cash in their silver and get rid of it. But now it is down almost 4% right now, down $1.15 to $28.50. There is no, I don't think at this point, with this fast of a move, I think there's no solid support, and there's no solid support and obviously no resistance. For the, I think all technical analysis has gone out the window right now, completely gone. And this is why I don't pay much attention to the technical analysis, because as Mike Tyson once says, everybody has a plan, and that's really what technical analysis is. It's planning based off of the pattern analysis until they get punched in the face, and that's it. Red Crawler says Dow futures down 1,200 on futures. So very good, thank you for that. Yes, indeed. And I got to stop blinking because the things are happening so fast here. You're right. Look at this. Now, platinum has fallen 1.52%, down $14. We may see platinum go below 900 tonight. So stay tuned for that. And palladium is down 3.54%. It's getting hammered hard, down $32 to $911. It is now cheaper than platinum right now. Wow. What an evening. This is dramatic movements that we're seeing, which foretells the coming Black Monday. I think we're going to have a bad day in the markets tomorrow. And it sounds like it with the futures and what you guys are reporting. Yes, it's horrible, but you know what? There's a channel, Gator, Gold and Silver, that said something about, that the market really is fluffed up right now, and there's a lot of fake money out there in the market, and this is, I think, kind of weeding it out to a degree. And sadly, silver and gold are getting impacted by it. But when you think about it, the impact on gold and silver, this is the paper price we're looking at right now, folks. A lot of that is the ETFs. Everybody's running to the safety of the dollar right now. That's right. Yep. And so they're exposed to gold and silver's price with the ETFs, but that's not silver stacking, that's for sure. And so, I think, we just have to we have to hang in there and weather the storm. Yes, indeed. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Good evening, Bellows Forge. Good to see you. And yes, down 96 cents right now. Any spot deals? Yes, Hives to Honey Farm. If you go to summitmetals.com, Summitmetals.com. Oh, uh-oh. Well, maybe not. Maybe not summitmetals.com. There's a problem loading this web page. Oh, okay, there we go. It's back. But they do have a spot deal right now. If you are a new customer, go to Summit Starter Packs. Go do and use discount new customer for this deal right here for 5-ounce generic silver. One per new customer. You got to be a new customer to take advantage of it. But yep, there's a spot deal. They got it. They're still running it. That's for sure. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, the GSR right now has widened back to 106.55 now. Insane in the membrane, but that's exactly reality. That's what we're looking at right now. It's nuts, but 106.55. Crazy. All right. Yeah, you weathered the storm, and, and it's one of those things, hey, and you know what? I got to tell you something. With the price dropping like this, it is quite possible it could drop even more. We could see a couple of days of this. That there is a possibility. We are witnessing the crashing of the stock market. We are witnessing the crashing of gold, of silver prices, not gold prices. Gold prices are not crashing. They're just falling. But silver prices are crashing. There's no other way to describe it. And it could drop even further. But you just take that chance that it could fall more before you make a purchase. You might do very well. Or you buy on the way down. It's whatever you think. Or just maybe not buy at all. It's up to you. But I believe in enhanced dollar cost averaging and buying on the way down. And when you think it's the bottom, who knows what the bottom is going to be. All right. Let's see here. All right. So there it is. But I do think this is probably going to be near the way these numbers are moving around. Unless something dramatic happens, I think the volume is gonna probably lessen up. And already, here is where we're at right now. That's the volume of silver. It's sporadic. And I think we'll start to see it even out here as the evening goes on, and we'll see it kind of stabilize. And when I say stabilize, I mean stabilize about right around this area. But yes, indeed. All right. So yes, make your decisions, or make your assessments on when you think is a good time to buy. But proceed with caution. That's exactly right. And take advantage of these dips. This is a good way to enhance your dollar cost averaging. No question about that. All right. Anthony 239 says, been buying for 10 years, haven't sold a single ounce. I hope I don't have to for many more years. Honestly, I hope it drops more. Well, your wish is coming true tonight, Anthony. It's down more. Zardoz with a horse algorithmic emoticon there. Thank you so much for that. Let's answer a few more, then we'll get right back to these comments. Appreciate a good crowd tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. These tariffs are all about negotiation. Soon deals will be made, and people will realize how foolish they were selling. I think so too. I really do think that is a big part of it. But I think some of them, he is a tariff guy. I think some of them will stick, but others will not. And I don't think it's going to have as dramatic an impact as some people think. We've not been here to this level in 100 years plus. The last one was William McKinley did that. A different kind of market back then than now. But yes, and thank you guys. And if you're here, if you could press that thumbs up button, I actually wouldn't mind if we could get 1,000 thumbs up tonight. I think we could do it. Whoa, look at this, RM. Very kind of you indeed with a $20 super chat, the first one of the night. Thank you so much. It says here, I'm more of a coin collector than a stacker, but I have learned a lot from you and your channel since subscribing about a year ago. Well, thank you, RM. Just wanted to show some appreciation for you and the awesome community here. And community is definitely, this community is great. And even the little mini community on this channel is awesome. So thank you so much, RM. I'm honored and humbled and appreciate your kind super chat. Very kind of you indeed. All right. And let's see here. And let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, that might get me an ounce of silver more. That's for sure. The way it's going, it's crazy. Wow, there is blood in the streets. But you know what? There is a little bit of tourniquet being applied right now, it appears, as we're seeing the numbers kind of play around in this area, down 95%, down anywhere between 3 and 4%. We may have seen the worst of it here tonight, but you never know. We'll keep an eye on it. We're going to keep an eye on it. Anything can happen as people freak. There's a lot of different things, but we'll find out. Let's see here. So gold is now down at $11.10 at $3,027.70 an ounce. And platinum is down 1.1%, down $11. Palladium down almost 3% now. So, yeah, it's crazy. Wow, thank you guys. Appreciate it so much as we continue to watch the movement of the markets. It's amazing how we're just in literally a few minutes, we're seeing that big of a drop in silver. And within a few minutes, we're seeing the gold to silver ratio move up over 3 ounces for 1 ounce of gold to 105.85. Justin Sartain, thank you, my friend, with a $9.99 super chat. Says, I proceed without caution most of the time. Buy, and sell once in a while. There you go. Hey, you know what? If you're doing a regular dollar cost averaging, you can't lose on that. That's for sure, because you're gonna do it. You're gonna do great. All right, very good. Richard B, do you think it'll start coming back at 28? It is possible, and so far that has borne out to be the case. It got to 27.65. Yeah, 27.65 was the low just moments ago, and then it bounced right back up there. In other words, if any indication of what tonight has been about, we very well could see that might be the new floor. The new support level is 28 flat, but I don't know it. But I think that's really a little bit premature to make that assessment. We'll see what happens as we peruse these markets through the course of the night. But what a night and a special report. Appreciate you guys being here. If you could hit the thumbs up button. I'd like to get more people, because this is the only channel that does these market reports every Sunday night. So I appreciate you being here. So if you could press that thumbs up button to help get the word out, that would be great. And let's get here to this comment from Dean. Dean, about the video I posted this morning. If you get a chance to check that out too. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Lots of fear right now in the markets. Tomorrow should be interesting. Some are predicting another Black Monday. I tell you what, it looks to be, if it's any indications of the futures markets and what's going on with silver tonight, that very well could be. Let's answer this comment, then we'll get right back up to the markets. It says, can't eat it, can't drink it. That's true. Other than decoration or electronics, it's basically useless. I never understood man's obsessions with it. And then I learned about the Sumerians and their myths, and the Incas, both of which refers to gold as being property of the gods. And now it makes sense. However, since others think it's valuable, so I started stacking. There you go. History is your guide, for sure. And gold especially is valuable because it doesn't have any interaction. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there. That's one of the attractive reasons why people have it and hold it. And it does not deteriorate either. So very good. All right, let's see here. Let's get over here and see what we've got. Now gold back down a full dollar to 28.69 right now. And silver, silver is down to 28.69. Gold is down $20.50. So a little sporadic now with these movements, but yes, indeed. A little sporadic indeed with the markets. Silver Heist is here. 79 is here. Welcome. Good to see you guys. All right. So there, and yes, I am talking to you, 79. I was speaking directly to you. And Red Crawler's here too. Look at that. So wow, insane in the membrane. Yes, and I know people are saying, and I've talked about this in my videos. Why is silver falling is supposed to protect you against economic instability? Well, anytime there's blood in the streets of the markets, that is the reaction. That is the normal reaction. By the way, everybody, I need you to understand that this video, word for word, is being scripted. All right? This live broadcast is being scripted. I've done this before, probably 7 times. And why is that? Because I've never made an original video in my entire life, including the live stream. So I don't have much creativity about me. So I have to script this out. So everything that I'm going to be saying for the rest of this live stream is going to be completely scripted, not original at all, just so you understand that. All right, very good. Let's see here. And where are we at? Let's get over here too. My kitten is a grandmaster, and then we'll revisit these markets again soon. St. Gaudens gold coin, something you have to be careful buying and trying to resell, especially to a coin shop, because it's not a full ounce of gold like American Gold Eagle. That's right. but it is common enough that people know it's 0.96 ounces. And so it's very recognizable. They'll make sure to calculate that, but you're right. You got to be careful with it for sure when you buy it. All right, Sell Mortimer Sell, thank you so much. It's a Sunday Night Live, a multitude of gratitude from Eugene, Oregon. Turn those machines back on. Turn them back on. Yes, tell me about it, especially tonight. Wow. The two guys, they would be, Mortimer would be pretty upset. Yes, indeed. Scripts and video ideas from Alan Gold. I try to get them all from Alan Gold. He's the one that gives me the talking points. That's exactly right. As we can see, the markets are alive and, well, they're dying. They're falling. They're falling pretty hard. Silver did fall below 28 earlier in the night. If you were here, it's crazy. Insane in the membrane. $28.70 is where we sit now for silver's price. Gold is down now $24.50. But it's showing a little bit more resistance here indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Yes, silver's going off script. Indeed it is. That's right. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for the thumbs up, too. You guys are awesome. And some more blood in the streets tonight. And we could see that happen again tomorrow in the markets. It seems like that's going to be the case from what people are saying with the futures markets and the like. But we'll keep an eye on it. Let's get back over here to the comments. We've got Dude Named Red says this here, the following. I remember the first time I noticed a hue difference in gold. It was the Buffalo, though so unsure, it tested fine and had darkened compared to the new Buffalo. Copper blotches and a rubber eraser has worked every time to remove them. Well, I wouldn't use a rubber eraser if you want to preserve the finish. You can use, though, a baking soda and heat up some water and put it into a bowl with some foil, and that might help you out. Yes, indeed. Look at this here, folks. Whoa, very kind. From Sue C. Thank you, Sue, with a $9.99 super chat. Sue C. Say that 5 times fast. Thanks for all your insights into the world of precious metals. Now, first time at a live stream. Well, Sue, thank you so much for being here. Everybody welcome Sue. It's her first time here. So nice to see you. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. Okay, let's see here. Silver formed a rising wedge. Well, I'll tell you what. I think that we can pretty much dismiss all of the I think we can dismiss all the technical analysis. I think what silver got was a wedgie, if you want me to be honest with you. Look at that. It's getting pummeled. Bam! Down 2.88% now. And that's mild compared to what we saw before. Crazy. Wild night indeed. Who knows? Of what this maybe gives me some hope that we might see it maybe creep back up a little bit. But I think we're going to see. But I think we have to prepare that this is a bear market for silver at least through the night. Yes, indeed. All right. Gold down. Actually, gold is down almost 1% right now, down $27.60 to $3,015.20. Platinum is down. Over 3% now, down $28. We may see platinum again, as I mentioned earlier. It's getting closer to moving below that $900 mark. And look at this. Wow. Very kind of you indeed. Oh, look at this Stacker Factor with a $5 super chat. 900 watchers. Thank you so much. Let's go. I appreciate that, Stacker Factor. Appreciate that, my friend. Yes, indeed. Thank you for this thumbs up. All right. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay, look at this. Wow, okay. Silver is trying to fight back right now. This is a turn of events. It shows you how volatile the market's now. It is now back above $29. Remember, oh man, not so long ago, in fact, probably less than 10 minutes ago, silver was below 28. It is now back up above 29, barely, but still. It's only down 2.47%. Yeah, who would have ever thought when I would say it's only down 2.47%, but that is what's happening right now. Boom. Yes, get wrecked shorts. Indeed, exactly right. I tell you what, I had a pair of Daisy Dukes that I wore to mow the lawn. I've had to throw those things away now because they were getting very revealing those shorts were. So those shorts got wrecked. Through the washer, holes everywhere. Bruce Pyatt, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Buy gold at $29.50. I tell you what, that wouldn't be a bad idea to buy it at $29.50. We see it go down there. Thank you so much, my friend. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Yep. And we could see, I think silver's going to do well by the end of the year. I really do. I believe it will. I'm bullish on still. I'm sticking with my prediction, as stubborn as I may be, of $36 by the end of the year. I still believe it. Right now, it seems like it may not happen, but I don't know. I'm going to keep hope alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep hope alive, as the Reverend Jesse Jackson once said. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to keep this coffee alive too. All right, but there it is. Silver down 77 cents right now to 28.98. It has broken below the $29 mark again. It's kind of all over the place. Let's get some more of these comments and see here. We've got Bob says here on this video from this morning about the gold tooth. People selling their gold teeth. I doubt these people are selling due to debt. They just know a good thing when they see it. Back when they hunt brothers pushed silver to 60, well, actually it's 50. The truck drivers at the comp I worked for as a dispatcher came in telling me, if you got anything silver, sell it. Yeah, okay. Yep, and that very well could be true as well. You're right. All right. Yes, indeed. Lula Lucky is here waving to us. Good to see you guys. All right. And Ball Guy Money is a little bit more bullish on silver than I am. He's calling for $40 silver by the end of the year. All right. We're doomed. That's right. I'm quoting Jesse Jackson. We're all doomed. Oh, man. Get out the bushes, old Jesse. Uncle Jesse Jackson. Let's see here. The original race baiter. That's right. All right. Let's see here. All right. I always wondered about this. I've noticed Britannia's always looked yellow. I like the reddish oranges, especially in the 1910 Indian half eagle. Very beautiful coin cell. I wonder how the aging process affects coins. Okay, oxidation. I always wonder. Thanks. Yes, I enjoy the videos. Thank you so much, Mark Menard. I appreciate that so much. All right. Yes, indeed. Okay, Rose Marie Loop thinks that April 21st of this year, we're going to see a massive turnaround in precious metals. She may be right, but that is a interesting date and time. And curious as to see why that date is so important. Welcome, Al My Balls. Good to see you. Snakebite is here. A lot of good folks with us tonight. As we watch these markets, we see it is a bloodbath, but there is a tourniquet that's being applied right now to stop the bleeding, but does not stop the loss of blood in the markets. Indeed. Silver is now down 2.67%, down 79 cents, which is what we saw right at the open, if you remember, sitting at $28.97 right now. Boom, shalaka. And gold is down $24.90 to $3,018.90. Platinum is down 18, a 1.95% drop, and palladium is down $39 right now. So yeah, crazy movement. It was even wilder earlier in the evening. Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you, Last Boy Scout. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. And we watch these markets move. Everything is in the red. And but you know what? I think if we could end the night above $29, I hate to say it, but that is where I declare victory, because we've stopped some of the bleeding. But we'll see here. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. And yep, a lot of places. Yeah, but people are. I think you're going to see a run to some of these bullion dealers now with this kind of a move. And I tell you what, people are going to be buying. There's some large institutional buyers getting in on the action too. Oh yeah, what a night! What a night it has been so far. All right, let's get back over here to the leader. Says here, I prefer videos like this to market speculations, which interest me not at all. The market does what it does. I don't think about it every day. Well, the leader, I understand. And I love doing these videos as well. But you know what? The vast majority of my content that people watch is the market videos. So I continue to do that. But I love to talk about other stuff as well, too, in the world of precious metals. And let's see here. We got Master Blaster. Have you ever seen any reddish gold bars in bank vaults? How about in Fort Knox pictures? I think you might see some of that stuff. We look at some of those pictures. In fact, the one on Silver Dragon's video, it seems like I could see a little bit of a reddish hues and some of that gold. Shane Morris on the video here about the same gold coins, different color. Here's why. Hope you'll check that video out. Pretty interesting. Thanks for doing this video. I have an older gold eagle that is very red and have always wondered why. Yep, and now you know. Yep, it's pretty crazy how they can vary, even though they have the same alloy. It's pretty crazy, but thank you so much. Cemetery Shop is here. Richard B is here. Welcome. Good to see 8-inch Destroyers with us tonight. And so is Dean R. Appreciate you guys. As we continue to peruse, watch these markets. It has been a bloodbath that has stemmed off a little bit. Stopping the bleeding right now is what appears to be happening in the Asian markets, or they're just all teetered out with the trading tonight. And so there it is. Silver down 85 cents right now, 2.88% drop to $28.91. Gold down $24.10 to $3,019.70. And we've got that very good. Let's see here. Platinum is down 14. Palladium is down $31. Okay, let's see here. M. Daystar says, do you think these silver influencers are pretending to keep calm during these dips? Their lives revolve around this stuff. Yeah, I tell you what, these guys, you know, that they can do that, and like for me, I'm relatively calm right now, but inside I'm thinking, oh no, the sky is falling. That's how I really feel. But I've got to keep a calm face because I'm a silver influencer. I can't go crazy. I've got to try to, you know, because my life revolves around this stuff. You know what I mean? I got to be calm, cool, and collective. No, it's fun. It is. I mean, it's exciting to watch, you know. I mean, it's it's an exciting activity, but it is what it is. And so, you know, and honestly, since I'm not a seller, it doesn't affect me. But anyways, but nonetheless, I can understand why people might be concerned. Very good. And good to see Kookaburra Man is here. Good to see you. Welcome, Jamie Fox. Reptilian Overlord is with us tonight. It's getting a little crazy here. All right, Michael Morley says here, $5 Liberty heads are like that, yellow to orange in color from one to the next, but all have 90% gold and 10% copper. And yes, please make more videos about coins and the history more. Thank you, will do. All right, although this video was 10 out of 10, so I'm not going to be making very many of those videos. People apparently don't want to watch those types of videos. Let's do one more, then we'll take a look at the markets again. I did ask the question in this video, is it time to give up on silver? And I hope you guys said no. All right, let's see here. Not a chance in hell, says Break the Chains. This isn't the day of the Hunt brothers. They had actual costs associated with holding tons of silver. Now you have millions of us buying up silver nonstop, completely decentralized. Also, the internet has led to sleuths that take everything the controllers say and do instantly dismantle the info. The facade is crumbling, and they're not even hiding the manipulation anymore. They can't. You have major powers taking delivery. It's getting really close to game over. Well, I'll tell you what, the more people that buy, the better off it is that for all of us in general. Yes, I don't know what happened to Gold Chick, Kookaburra Man. I hope she's okay. We've mentioned her several times. Concerned about her. I hope she's all right. I know she had an infection in her foot, so I hope that she's all right. I think I have an old email address for her, so I'm going to try to look up and see if I can reach out to her. But anyways, all right, very good. Oh yes, very good. Oh yeah, I got to play this. This is pretty funny. I did see this before. Alan Gold just sent this to me. Now let's see if you guys can hear this.
Get ready, so get set, so hang on, so buckle up, so sit tight, so strap yourself in, so brace yourself, so keep your eyes open, so fasten your seatbelt, so stick around, so hang on, so get ready. You just have to be ready. Brace yourself. What you're about to see will open your eyes. The surprises never stop. So you better hang on. So get ready.
Those are not repeats. Those are everything, and I haven't even played through all of it yet, but that's about right. And with regards to the what's happening with silver, of course, you know, a lot of people, the fear mongers, and they've been saying that for a long time. So everybody cries wolf, and then all of a sudden, boom, it happens, and people are like, oh, it's crazy. But anyways, all right. So yes, indeed, be prepared. You never know what's going to be coming. Yes, indeed, prepare. Hold on, and of course tonight we have to hold on for different reasons. This market is on fire, and it is moving down. But it is sort of subsidized. It is calming slightly. It's stabilizing around this area, around the 3% range fall for silver's price. Gold a little bit more. It's down $18 right now, but it's in the high teens, 3,000 in teens, whatever. All right. Oh, great, Red Crawler. Glad you got that. Glad you enjoyed that gold back. Very cool. And yes, indeed. Yeah, and that's just it. That's why this channel, I try my best to be as realistic as I can about silver and gold. And so I will cover other people that make those kind of claims, like people like Robert Kiyosaki, who put out an absolutely irresponsible video saying that he sold all of his gold and silver and went in on Bitcoin. And then he came out with the poorest excuse for a reason, saying that he didn't, tried to back out of it. It was nuts. It was absolutely irresponsible. But nonetheless, you get some folks like that. Others that say that silver should be at a 1-to-1 ratio with gold. Just ridiculous. I'm going to try to bring you the actual facts about silver. Now, obviously, there's some things I get wrong about it, but one thing is for sure, there are movements in the price that aren't related to suppression as well. And I believe there can be some suppression, but I don't think it's as powerful as what we're seeing right now. This is a very real thing, and it's having an effect on all the markets. Gold and silver is just in the wake of it. All right. Yes, quarter-ounce gold coins are worth collecting if you get them at a decent. Yes, they are. That typically had been the sweet spot for fractional gold, and I think that has not changed. There's quarter-ounce gold coins. Yes, indeed. All right. But, hey, one thing we can say about silver is it's not going to go to zero, that's for sure. As much as it's fallen, it's not going to go to zero. And let's see here. Futures are down 4.5%, says Dean R. So that gives you an indication of what we could see coming into the markets overall. And could this be bank failures coming? I don't know. We'll see. We've not talked about what the banks could be coming with the banks here. Richard Metcalf is here with us tonight as we watch these markets move. And is a daily present depression, brother? Oh, thank you so much. That's right. What is unicorn fart dust at now? I don't even know. But anyways, didn't it get down below a dime or something? Anyways, let's watch these markets move. They're sort of stabilizing right now, but still down. And I'm curious. I hope you will partake in my poll here. We have 588 votes in it right now. And where will silver end up by this Friday? 30% of you, which is the most of you, the majority of you think that it will be a drastic move down from where we're at right now. It's amazing how quick of a turn we saw from last week in the sentiment. But that's how these markets work. There's a lot of psychology. And emotions are extremely powerful, folks. They're extremely powerful. They can cause people to do irrational things. And that is not, and the markets are not immune to that. We need to be as even-keeled as possible. Yes, indeed. All right. That's right, exactly. You gotta love to hate him. That's right, Kookaburra. And good to see Who's Stacking is here with us tonight. Good crowd. Appreciate you guys being here as we watch these markets in real time. It is somewhat of a bloodbath, but there is a tourniquet that has been applied, I think, right now. And I think likely, probably, we're not going to see it dip much below than where it is right now, but you never know. There has been times where at the bottom of the hour, at the top of the next hour, we see some big moves. So we're gonna stay through the duration and see what happens here as we continue to watch these markets move. So we'll find out. All right, let's get over here to Hieronymus Omdraco on the video that I did regarding the hue of these $20 gold coins. I noticed some of my gold has spots on it where it's more of a golden orange. I figured those spots can overtake the whole piece. I kind of hope it does with the gold have that's got those spots. It look more natural that way. Yes, indeed, I agree. I mean, there's just something about some of that. It's kind of like toning for silver, right? It does give it a sort of a interesting appeal to it. Oh, yeah, very good. Oh, wow, congratulations, RM. Nickel roll hunting, finding some a war nickel every 30 rolls hunted. That's pretty good. That's way. Good to see Elliot Scott rebuilding a dryer, but he's here. Good to see you. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Let's answer a few more, and then we're going to get right back to the markets again, because it is quite an exciting night for sure. Modern Numismatic Guy says this. I seen a lady selling gold teeth at the local coin shop a few days ago. Actually, it was the day before the big drop. She had 3 gold teeth. Wow, interesting. So you're seeing an example of it happen right there. Timing it for sure. All right. All right. So we may be in for a bad next 24 hours in the markets, and maybe even more. Let's take a look here at these markets again. So we can see that silver is down, but it's not down as much as it had been earlier in the evening. You look at the low price right there, that's $27.65. That's where it got with an over 4% drop earlier in the night. It is now stabilized at down in the 2.8 to 2.9, about 3% is what we've been seeing lately. But right now it's at 2.83%, down 83 cents now to $28.92. So it is now below $29 right now. And Jeff Reynolds has just gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Thank you so much, Jeff. Very kind of you, sir. To receive one of those from him, give him a warm thank you. That's very kind of you, sir, as we peruse our way through here. The Cybercurrent Twitcher, where can I find the spot deal on Summit Metals? Just about to pull the bugger, but can't see that. If you go to, now you might want to make sure, because I think you might still have to pay shipping if you have it shipped to the United Kingdom. So you might want to be careful with that, because I don't know how expensive that's going to be, Cybercurrent Twitcher. I would actually discourage you from doing that right now until you can call them to find out what it's going to cost to ship over there. Because if you're going to pay $20 to have it shipped or what have you, that's not going to be worth that spot deal. I would say that if you live in a foreign country outside the United States and you can't meet the $2.99 shipping reserve for free shipping, I would hold off on this. Hold off on that deal. I just don't want to see people get burned, because you have to have $2.99 in your cart, $299 worth of silver in your cart in order to make that work out. So just understanding. Oh, it's shipping to the U.S. Okay, all right. If it's shipping to the U.S., then yes, go to let's navigate this together. If you're shipping into the U.S., and remember that spot deal, you have to have $299 in order to get free shipping. Otherwise, it's whatever it is for shipping. You go to the front page, summitmetals.com, scroll down just a little bit. There's Stacker Essentials. Click on Summit Starter Packs. Boom, like that. Then you scroll down and use discount new customer and checkout to get a promotional 5 ounces of silver at spot. So right there it is. Now this price is before the coupon or before the code has been applied. So you will see that price change at the checkout when you apply that code. So there you go. So that's how you do it. That you get 5 ounces generic silver at spot price. But in order to get free shipping, you have to spend $299 or more. Still, how often do you see that happen? Some of these bullion dealers are going to take that stuff off when the price moves like this. Whoa, Stacker Factor has just become a channel member on his own accord. Thank you, Stacker Factor. Very kind of you, sir. Check out Stacker Factor's channel, by the way. Great guy. Good to see you. A lot of good folks with us tonight as we peruse these markets. In fact, we're going to go back and look at them again. Here we go. Silver, again, stabilizing. Hello, Gold Maple. Good to see 79 is still with us. Stray Wolf is with us. So these markets are moving, but they're stabilizing to a degree here. With silver down 84 cents now, 2.84% drop. Still below $29, but at least it's not below $28 like it was earlier in the night. $28.92 right now is where silver is. Gold is sitting at $3,019.60. All right. Very good. No, it is not spot price if you pay with credit card, unfortunately, Kookaburra Man. They will have to collect that 3 to 4% that the credit card company charges them. They do pass that along to you as well. Those are the fees. It would be nice if that was the case, because you could earn points on your purchase, but sadly it is not. So yes, indeed. All right. Okay. But if you do take advantage of that deal, tell them that Uncle Sal sent you. And so there it is. All right. And thank you so much, Sabinator. Thank you, my friend. Listen, for 20 months. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you, Seer. All right. All right, so they're stabilizing a bit, so we're going to answer a few more comments. Hopefully they won't do a whole lot in between, but we'll keep an eye on things more regularly than usual tonight. That's what we do. And if you are here, if you don't mind pressing that thumbs up button as well and partake in the poll, help get the word out. All right, I bought this commenter, that's Dot, I guess is his name, Dot, I'm not sure. I bought a 1/4 ounce American Gold Eagle. I put a note that I would prefer an older one. After many weeks of waiting, I got a 1991 Type 1 American Gold Eagle, but it looks dirty. Probably it has changed color because of the copper and silver that the coin has oxidized. The surface still looks like it's stuff from the environment that accumulated, and maybe someone just rinsed it off and put it in a flip. I heard someone say in a product called MS70, spread a little bit liquid on the coin and Q-tip and rinse with water. What do you think? Yes, I'd be very careful with some of that liquid. I mean, it's just a bullion coin, so you're probably fine. You can probably do easy yes. It's probably got some PVC damage, so it may not be bad, but just remember, if it's a bullion coin or if it's a numismatic coin, you want to be very, very careful about that. All right, so let's see here. And let's see. All right, thank you. Thank you, Dean R. Appreciate that, my friend. Don't know about the honorary part. All right. Let's see. Richard Metcalf says, thanks, Sal. I have 2 Statue of Liberty commemoratives. Yes, those are nice coins. It's one has a beautiful reddish look. The other is yellow. Both are graded 70 by PCGS. You have answered a question I've wondered about since I got them so many years ago. Well, awesome. Glad I was able to do that. And people have asked this question of me for years, and I finally had a good example to show people and did this video, so hopefully more people will watch it. Coffee is now lukewarm. Yes, first world problems, but hey, I'm still going to complain anyway, okay? All right, now look at this, folks. We are seeing silver now down 80 cents. It seems like it's fighting back slightly. It's a little bit of a fight left in silver to stop the bleeding of its continual drop here, but it is a bloodbath, and we're now silver's licking its wounds from the night. But yes, indeed. All right, yeah. Rob Moran says we have a 918 watching, but only 409 likes. Yes, indeed. Lots of bears voted. Yes, indeed. That's right. So thank you guys for the thumbs up. If we can get to 500 tonight, that'd be good. Gold down $21.60 now, 0.71%, but you can see the gold to silver ratio, because silver gets hit harder, has widened to 104.71 now. Oh, look at this, folks. PJ Hitterman has just become an honorary citizen on his own accord. Thank you, PJ. Very kind of you indeed. It's murder on the dance floor. That's right, the Michael Jackson song. Indeed, that's what's going on here with the markets. We're going to keep an eye on them as we peruse our way through there tonight. You guys are awesome. All right, support at 29. It could be, we might start seeing it, but it could just be too, Richard B, that it is the markets are inactive in trading because it is still early in the morning there. So we'll see. It very well could be the case. What's happening there? I think THS didn't mean to hit that in Daystar. He says this is exciting. It is an exciting day for sure, especially if you're a buyer. It's exciting. I don't think THS accidentally deleted that comment. I don't think he meant to. All right, very good. All right, let's see here. Richard Metcalf also says the government doesn't need to confiscate our gold. They only have to make life so expensive that it forces us to sell to make ends meet. That's true. Yep, that's true. Red Crawler, enjoy these videos in the darker rose gold and in God we trust. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Red Crawler. Appreciate you. Michael K. says here, colors, man, brings me back to some fun days in the 70s. See y'all at 6 Eastern. There you go. That's right. Exactly. And we're here. Thank you, Michael K. RM says, for the live stream later, would you rather have a Morgan silver dollar from 1882 in very fine condition, or a generic silver round from SD Bullion? I tell you what, for me, at this point, very fine is not the, I mean, I'm not sure exactly if 1882 is a key date or not, but I think it just depends. It's a good question for the crowd. I think probably the 1882 would be kind of cool to have than a generic silver round. It's got more character. It's been circulated. It's been for the historical. Yes, indeed. For the historical aspect of it. Maybe more collectors will like that. But you guys can answer that question. Richard Metcalf, you said it, brother. You won't lose if you don't sell. Buy low and don't sell. You'll be fine. That's exactly right. Or as James Unleashed says, buy low, hold high. Yes, indeed. And we've got Old Daddy Bear 420. It says this here. Whether you call it inflation or not, people feel the hurt in their pocketbooks when prices go up from additional tariff taxes. There's no hiding that. You're exactly right, Old Daddy Bear. That's true. There will be some pain involved in that. It may not be proportionate, though, to the tariff itself. That's what people don't realize. And the same thing can be said for taxation of some of the larger companies. But it just depends on the type of company and how they absorb that. But you are right. Tariff is a tax. There's no question about that. And that's a good point. All right, let's take a look here. Will the bleeding continue? So far, it is not tonight. It seems like we have gotten a point of time where the markets have stabilized, yea, though, to the downside. Silver is now down 85 cents, a 2.88% drop tonight to $28.91. And if you were here about 10 minutes after 6, you would have seen silver fall way below $28. You see that low number there, $27.65. It was down well over 4% earlier in the night to $27 and change. Crazy times that we've been seeing here tonight as the market was wild at the beginning. It is now stabilized to a point, but hey, anything could happen at any moment. Anything could happen at any moment, and we could see crazy and wild activity again. So you never know. All right. You never can know. Now, is that me just saying that to keep you here? It could be. That could be a psychological trick just to keep you here watching tonight. Or it could be a real thing. You decide which one it is. Or it could be a combination of both things, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, because I don't know. I know I'm not going to keep you here just by my wit and charm, that's for sure. Although I would not mind having a bowl of Lucky Charms, Jeffrey. I'm actually kind of hungry for some cereal now, but I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off. All right, very good. And let's see here. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, look at this. A silver dropping a little bit more now, down 87 cents, almost up 3% now, 2.94%. Gold is down $27.20. Let's take a look at the volume now of the trading that we're seeing here. It's been relatively steady, actually. And so the volume is kind of hot right now. But you can see, look at this. You see what we're looking at right here? This is relatively flat trading, but there's a fair amount of volume here. That means there's some pushing and pulling on the price here. And they're probably thinking, well, you know what? What do we do here? Some people want to buy. Some people want to sell. And look at this. And they're taking opportunity. This trade here is an opportunity buy to the upside. Okay, Red Crawler is reporting that Bitcoin has dropped to $77,989 per Bitcoin. I'm going to look that up right now and see what kind of percentage drop that is for Bitcoin tonight, because it is interesting to watch these markets as well, too. That's a 6.2% drop in Bitcoin's price. Ethereum is down to $1,574 per Ethereum coin. That's a 12.32% drop. Insane in the, you guessed it, membrane. Wow. So the cryptos are getting crushed. Crushing for the cryptos. So when you think about that kind of volatility with the crypto market, and in a sense, really with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, gold and silver are not doing too bad when all things considered here. All right, very good. All right, thank you so much. I have nowhere else to go. All right, I just know that I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate it very much as we watch the markets move here in real time. Okay, now down 79 cents per ounce for silver. Let's get over here to Mark M. Phenomenon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Says this. Calling himself a gold bug is serious. Too bad we are hearing he is looking for an exit from Trump. That's the first I've heard that. I've not heard that he's looking to get out from the Trump administration this soon. That's crazy. We'd love to see some evidence of that. Where you heard that from, and we'd love to know. Okay. Let's see what we've got happening here for the points in history as we move on up through here. Shining time precious metals. The first 3 comments are AI sex bots. Yes, I get those often, and I delete them when I can. You can actually report those. In fact, it would help if you were to do that, if you'd report those comments, if you see that. So yes, if you see any of those bots, just report them. It's pretty obvious what's going on with some of those things. I try my best to clean them up. Sometimes it's hard to get them that quickly, though. All right, very good. And let's see here. We've got Glenville Ashby says, Summit Metals prices beat all competitors and very seamless to work with. Yes, that they are very good, although I will tell you, they don't always beat all customers. All competitors, but they are very competitive, and there are times where they're the low price leader, but not always. But thank you so much for that. And Rob Moran says, very interesting take. Don't necessarily like all the off color. Would not purchase off color, even if discounted. Perception is it's not right when trying to resell or trade. Don't forget Salivate Metal Sunday Market Watch. Yes, and yeah, I understand. Some people, it is a little bit of a pet peeve. I can understand that for sure. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Justin Sartain is a bot. Oh, man. Well, he's one bot we're fine with being here. We love the bots. I love the poorly botted. Thomas Sal, should I buy some more silver? Well, if I would have answered this comment right before the market, yes, then you would be hating Marie right now. You would be hating me big time because it's down 71 cents. From the time you asked that question. So you just have to assess for yourself where you think the bottom is going to be. But I would say there's a better argument for buying now than there was an hour ago. That's for sure. It's sitting though right now above $29. We're starting to see an attempt at a recovery. All right, very good. It is sitting up $29.04 right now in the ask price. Down 71 cents, 2.42% drop. Gold is down $27.70. So, yeah, crazy. All right. And let's see here. D. Silverman. Yes, I have not talked about that. But the Salivate Metal round is at Summit Metals, but I need to talk to them about the price of that. Something happened there, and I'm not sure why it's so high. And I just, and so that's why I'm not talking about it. So I don't know. But yes, it is there. All right, let's see here. Okay. Michael K says the ratio is forget about it. That's right. Exactly. I think at this point we got to forget about the ratio. And Karen says here, I'm thinking about buying some 90% silver and a quarter ounce of gold, or just half an ounce of gold, really thinking hard what to do. Yep, I know it's tough. And then the opportunity comes like this. How do you do it? How do you adjust between the two metals? Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Very good. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's have peruse away and slurp round. Yeah. Yes, indeed, a slurp round. Larry, I think the only matters when you're selling privately or some kind of antique store. Isn't this the same when you sell to a bullion precious metal dealer, exchange, or jewelry store? Well, that's why not all silver is created equal, if I remember from this. This thing has kind of picked up in some views, but I think that likely it depends on the market for sure. All right, thank you so much, Coins A to Z, for being here. Appreciate it. Welcome. Good to see Druid. All right, we got 502 thumbs up now. It's just 4,500 until we get 5,000 likes. Can we get that? Good to see North Star Stacker. Big drop in silver and gold prices if you're just joining us tonight, especially silver. But a much bigger drop earlier in the evening. Let's get to John Knox's comment, then we'll take a look at the markets again. Peruse this here. He says, I don't think gold and silver are finished dropping yet. Well, you are right. They're not. Let's take a guess. I think silver could drop down to 23 and gold around $2,500. Got to remember what happened in 2008. Gold and silver took a rough one, then a haircut, and silver got absolutely whacked, down 60%. Now, maybe we don't see the same brutal sell-off this time around, but I still think there's some more pain on the horizon before we find a true bottom. Once it happens, once the market finally flushes out the excess in sentiment, well, that's when we'll see a real parabolic phase of precious metals bull. But until then, keep your powder dry and buckle up. Yes, it is quite possible, for sure. History is a good guide there, for sure. All right. Very good. All right, let's see here. Let's take a look at the markets again. All right, look at this. Silver is attempting to make a comeback tonight. Now, that's a very harsh word, and don't take that too seriously, but it is fighting back against the massive drop that we saw earlier in the night. It is now down just 2%. Yes, I said just 2% because it was down over 4% earlier in the night. Down 59 cents right now to $29.17. Gold is down $21.60, a 0.7% decrease in price to $30.20. Platinum is down 8. Palladium is still down $24. All right, very good. Let's see here. That is something to see here tonight in the markets. And Mark Razor, what's it cost to mine silver out of the ground? Thank you for the $2 super chat. It varies. If you're mining, these are very, very rough estimates, and they do vary widely depending on the mine. But silver mined as a primary metal is probably around $17, $18, maybe somewhere there. Probably between $14 and $18, maybe more. But for silver mined as a byproduct of other metals, it's still around 10 or maybe a little bit less than that, because it's mined as a byproduct. But those numbers vary greatly, and I wouldn't even hold me to that. They may be even a little bit out of that range to some degree. Serene889 says, not buying. Over the last 100 days, silver-gold ratio has been 103. Well, actually, it's not been 103 for the last 100 days. It's only the last couple of days it's been that. I believe it's just a blip. Tuesday, we will know more. Yes, we will certainly know more by Tuesday. Definitely. All right, let's see here. Let's get over here to see what we've got in the next comment above. From Ludos, opening for PM is positive. Gold, silver is 0.75%. Attention, this is euro, because I live here. Okay, all right, let's see what is happening in euros. That's actually very interesting to see. Let's go to see what's happening with the markets in euros. Still down with the euros now. I don't know what it was at the very beginning of the night, but it is down with euros as well. In fact, probably in all currencies it's going to be down, except for Australian dollars. Gold is up in Australian dollars. Crazy. And because of the platinum market, or the rhodium market not trading at this point in time, this is a direct correlation to the strength of the Australian dollar compared to the US dollar. And so yes, very good. Let's get over here. Let's make ourselves useful here with this. Man, crazy. All right. Get this thing happening here. Get some activity going. We've got Ben God. Says that the price drops, you don't lose anything unless you actually sell at the lower price. If you hold it, then the value retains itself. That's right. And it does take time, and it depends on how and when you buy. That's for sure. Yep. The longer you wait with your gold and silver, the better off you're going to be. No question about that. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Let's get up here to RM 1042 about this here. This video that I posted this afternoon. The new reality one must face with gold and silver right now. I agree with you, Sal, that silver is meant to be for wealth preservation and not to invest and try to get rich off of. But if opportunity comes when I can make a significant profit off my buys, I would take advantage. Yes, indeed. I agree with that. If you can make an actual profit off some of your silver stack, and I know people that have done it, by the way. I know people who have done it, and I applaud them for that, but they didn't sell all of it, and I think that's the point. You have a basis, Each individual situation is different for sure. That's right. Yep, Gina Young is here. You're right. Arizona Goldback's coming soon. Can't wait to see what the designs look like for that. One Species, another great video, and we really enjoyed it. Thank you, One Species. Appreciate your kind words. I enjoy watching the coins on the screen, and the bars are interesting for some reason. I guess I just really like the metals for the algo. Yes, it is cool, and that's what I try my best to do. I don't do a lot of fancy editing, so I try my best to to kind of showcase some of the metals, and because my videos are unscripted, so I try to show some good displays there. Yes, indeed. Oh, ounces, Canadian $2. Thank you so much. I've used ounces. I've not used it. Precious Metals iPhone app. I don't have an iPhone. If you have it for Android, I have to take a look at it. But thank you for that. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. I have to look into it. All right. Let's see here. Francis Mail says here, we'll look at the markets directly after this. Make silver and gold drop a bit more. I have $1,000 at my Summit Metal basket ready. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yes, let's see if we can do that. We're going to, you know what I might do? Just for CCT, after this comment, I'm going to do 10 push-ups to try to bring the price of silver down a little bit more. Come on now. Hang with me here. PC Coinstar is here. Says this, I'm expecting another 1979-80, only highly more profitable this time. Great-grandma needs a new house made by silver. The thousands of ounces I hold took me years to stack so high. Way to go, Francis. Man, never did anyone go hungry and bills paid on time. So very important to put family first. Always buying in the dip, slow, so very slow it went. Have a look at what silver has done over the past 5 years. Stack on, my silver friends. Perspective is everything, and you are exactly right. All right, let's take a look at the markets now, shall we? As CCT has in his cart. All right, look at this. It is down a little bit more. We're going to do 10 push-ups to try to push the price of silver and gold down further. But right now it is moving in that direction because he's got it in his cart ready to go. So let's see if we can make this happen late at night in the United Kingdom. Here we go. 10 push-ups for CCT. Will it work? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for Cyber Curtain Twitcher for his cart. Did it work? Did it work? Let's refresh and see if we were able to push the prices down. Yes, we did it. We did it. We pushed the prices down. CCT for you. I knew I had some influence in the market. Down $1.02 right now, and gold down even more now too, down $25.40. All right, and I didn't even waste a breath. I did have to breathe while doing those push-ups, but yes, indeed. And now I would have to do some. That's right, I have to do some sit-ups to make the price go up, but we're pushing it down. Thank you, Master Blaster. I appreciate that, my friend. So hopefully, now we can get Cyber Curtain Twitcher to pull the trigger on that order. And if you do so, CCT, tell him Uncle Sal sent you. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Wow. Very, very good. All right. Thank you. Man, that's pretty good. Look at that. I never knew. I tell you what. Me and Jamie Dimon, we're like this. And if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm holding my fingers together like we're close. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jamie Dimon. I got diamond hands for Jamie Dimon. All right. Okay, let's see here. As we move back through here, let's take a look at the markets again. We've got Wasilla Stacker. I'd love to be able to buy a kilo for under $1,000. I know, I tell you. That would be fun. Oh, man. Those were the days, right? Well, they might be coming back. They very well could be coming back. We have 557 thumbs up. Can we get to 7,000 thumbs up? I think we're close. Maybe so. I don't know. Steve C. Selling gold teeth. Yes, selling those gold teeth is what they like to do. Insane in the membrane. Matt Bittner with an 8-ball emoticon. Thank you, Matt Bittner. Appreciate that. And Tank Hunter says, buy and hold silver and gold. F all the rest. Well, except for platinum. All right. Don't F platinum. Very good. HVAC Residential Basics is here. A lot of good folks with us here tonight on this special report of the opening of the markets, the beginning of a Black Monday. I think we're going to see a Black Monday tomorrow, folks. all the indicators are saying as such. And part of that blackness, by the way, involves the cryptosphere. Right now, Bitcoin is down 6.88%, a much bigger hit than what gold and silver is getting right now, to $77,442 per Bitcoin. Ethereum taking an even bigger hit tonight. It's at $1,554, down 13.5%. So gold and silver, even though they're pulling back, especially silver, hang in there with your silver, folks. This is not the time to sell. If you don't feel comfortable buying, at least hold on to your silver and to your shorts. Yes, indeed. Or your PJs or your Birkenstocks or what have you. But anyways, all right, very good. That's right. Numismática Creación de la Plata. Happy to see prices going down. I can buy at a discount. That's exactly right. Exactly right. All right, Dean R. says here, we will see another Black Monday tomorrow. Trading halted. Futures market will be interesting tonight. Well, Dean R., you are right. I think we're going to see it tomorrow, too. Appreciate you, Dean. All right, and we've got Carla Stark says, can you expand on what silver is not good? Thank you in advance. Well, there's really no such thing as not good silver, I guess you would say, but maybe unmarked silver, like I got this poured silver bar here, and people might question it because it's not stamped. There might be overpriced silver. There might be. I got coins that you shouldn't stack. In fact, I'll tell you probably the best type of silver not to stack. I'm going to show you how to find that. I've done a video about that. Let's see here. Zelensky purchased 51% in a platinum mine. Whoa! Wow! Interesting. So if you go to my channel, Carla Stark, and if you type in silver not, type in silver not on my channel, and the second one is 5 silver coins you should never buy for stacking. And that might be close to what you're saying, that what is not good silver to stack. So if you type in silver or silver not or silver never or never silver or whatever, you'll get that, and it's the second result down. And I think that will help answer your question. All right, Dale Val is here. Good to see you. All right. Let's answer one more comment, then we'll get back to the markets again. And this is a comment from a Brit. He found this video very interesting. This month is when many taxes and increased bills from just about everywhere come into effect. So yes, there's many who are going to be in need of finance quickly. Ironically, finding a dentist in our national health service is almost impossible, and private dental work is very expensive. So maybe not that surprising that some are resorting to extreme measures or removing said gold themselves. Yes. Thank you, Alan Church. Appreciate that. Good perspective from a Brit indeed. Thank you, my friend. All right. Let's slurp here and get back over here to the markets. Look at this, folks. All right. We've seen a slight recovery from what we saw when pushing it down. They're back now down just 95 cents at 28.80. But that's still over a 3% drop, 3.23% drop for silver tonight. Gold is down almost a full percentage point now. It is down now $30.20. I think this is the lowest gold has been all night. No, and actually look at this. According to this, I must have missed it. It did get as low as $29.74 and 40 cents earlier. I must have missed that. They were moving around so quick, I don't think these numbers jive with each other. So, yeah, crazy. Look at that. Insane in the membrane. All right. Appreciate you guys being here as we peruse our way through. Dove season is with us tonight. A lot of good folks here. And see you tonight. We are here. Courtney. I think Courtney did pop in tonight. So it's a pleasure to see her. And Dennis Niemeyer, 131, buy the dips, USA. Indeed, that's right. And Edward, I have comments. I say things. Listen to me, Sal. I'm listening, Edward. We are listening. We are here. Yes, indeed. First, says Matthew Crustlife. Thank you, Matthew. Good to see Matthew. It's been a little while since we've seen Matthew. I know he's busy. And good to see Silver Sleuth is with us as well. There's Courtney. Courtney Tanis is here. Cherokee Cowboy says, keep on stacking. We like to keep on stacking in the free world. Yes, we do. Kookaburra Man, the great Kookaburra Man, says the following here. I think he was in this live broadcast earlier as well. My new reality is that I'm taking a break from silver now, and I'm going to try to focus on gold. I got about 1,300 silver dollars, so now I'm going to focus on Perth gold coins. Whatever I can buy it, I get my hands on it. Nice video and thumbs up. Yep, and I can understand that. That's part of the reason why I made a larger shift towards gold in 2017. I figured I have enough of that. I wanted to try to lower my personal gold to silver ratio. So yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, it's almost like the Book of Eli was a documentary. Yep, I know what you mean, Jean Paul. That's pretty scary, isn't it? All right. All right, thank you. All right, Minnesota Grass Creek, thank you so much. Love your vids. Just started buying silver. All right, awesome. Very cool. Glad you're buying some silver now. That's awesome. And let's see here. Very good. All right. Light of first, second. Okay, very good. Deleted. The U.S. dollar is rising. We're not seeing those gains against gold in Australia. Let's actually take a look and see what is going on with the dollar index right now. Hold on. Let me pull this through here and see what we've got. What is the dollar doing right now? It is down 102.47. It's down 0.44% tonight. And it's down, and gold and silver are down. Go figures. Crazy. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. All right. Thank you, Laura. Yes, Laura got one of the gift memberships. That's great. All right. Very good. Bill Arrington is here. Been buying since the 90s. Good job, Bill Arrington. So here we've got silver down 89 cents right now. That's a 3% drop so far tonight. It was down over 4% earlier to 27.65. Gold got below $3,000 an ounce tonight. It is now sitting at $3,009.40. So some more pressure on gold now. It is now down over 1% at the moment. So yeah, crazy. And $3,009, $3,007 now, down $34.10. Silver down 92 cents tonight. So it's starting to get a little rocky now. And I kind of predicted that we see this usually sometimes at the bottoms of the hours as well as the tops of the hours. Seems like some of the trading occurs at that point in time. It could be some high-frequency trades or program trades that happen at a given amount of time depending on what markets do. Some of these places have sell puts and calls and whatever you call those things. At a certain time they say, wait, sell at this particular point in time and what have you. But yes, indeed, it is crazy. Now sitting at $3,007.70. Will we see it fall below $3,000 tonight again? It did earlier in the night, but it very well could. Look at this. Now it's sitting at $3,002.40. We may see gold fall below $2,900 again. It did earlier. It went to $2,974.40. And silver is now down 96 cents. So we're going to keep an eye on it for sure. Yes, great. Everything is program trading. Real people are dropping the bucket. Yep, and I think that's part of why people say there's manipulation going on. If people put their preferences in there, and a lot of that stuff happens so quickly. It's crazy. All right. Well, in the bid price, gold is now below 3,000. And the ask price is still above it, but just barely. Look at that. Now in the gold, and I think that probably these lows here are bid price lows. So now it's at $3,000.50. That Satan God's coin that I got at spot, no longer at spot now, what I paid for it. Yes, look at that. Silver down 95 cents. Mark Razor, what do you think the big silver wholesalers are paying for silver? Do they take a hit or just write it out? Gold also. They write it out. They don't. A lot of them hedge against this type of stuff, and I'm not sure exactly to what extent the numbers would have to go to in order for them to panic. But they're doing okay. Places like Summit Metals, they're doing okay because they hedge. Yes, indeed. All right. B. Taylor is here with us tonight. Good, folks. Good. Appreciate you guys being here. An exciting night. This is a special report of the markets moving. It is the beginning of Black Monday, and it's starting in Asia right now. And this is why there's a drop in the precious metal prices. Pretty big drops for both gold and silver. plunging, indeed, a continual crash to an extent for silver, and gold is dropping pretty steadily here. But the crypto space is getting hit even harder, really hard. That's what she said. Much stronger losses for the crypto space, especially Litecoin. Litecoin is getting hit hard. Yes, indeed. And good to see Steve, a.k.a. Fish, is here. Welcome, Fish. Good to see you, brother. We're watching these markets. They're getting hammered hard. Crazy. Insane in the membrane. It's tough. And I might need some psychological counseling after this, Fish. And I already have my appointment set up with 79 to give me some counseling for this drop in the market price. I've got 3 sessions set up next week. I think if anybody can set me straight, it's the emotionally sound and fit 79. She'll help me out, I'm pretty sure. It's a complete disaster, says crypto cyber hype. Yes, indeed. It is a disaster for, especially if you're into Bitcoin or Litecoin. It is not a good day for you. Litecoin is down over 14% now, and Bitcoin is down over 7%. It's insane in the what? Membrane. It is insane in the membrane. All right. Very good. And let's see here. Silver Ape King. Great time to swap fake money for real money and keep stacking silver apes. Keep on holding on. Ape never sell, right? Let's see here. All right. Little Lamb is here. Moab Bot 5367 chimes in on this with the following. Let's get over here to this. Says, it's really expensive to buy silver in the United Kingdom. I bought 1 kilo bar on Friday after paying VAT and premium. Worked out like nearly $43 an ounce. Wow. Crazy. There are ways to avoid VAT. And I don't know. I think Cybercurrent Twitcher may have done a video about that. He's from the United Kingdom, so check out his channel anyway. But yes, indeed. All right. 950 votes in the poll. Can we get 1,000 thumbs up? We might be able to if we got 951 votes in the poll. So far, it's pretty split between up a bit and drastic move down. But so far, down slightly has a slight edge over that all. It's like, man, it's really a good poll here because a lot of votes and people are pretty much split in thirds between up a bit, drastic move down, and down slightly. Only 16% feel that it's going to go up, massive recovery up. So yes, indeed. All right. What's going on here? Let's get this over here. William Rome has some wise words for us about losing out. Says, you lose nothing if you keep it. We are predicting a feather in a whirlwind. Wow. Oil below $60 an ounce. Druid says oil below $60 a barrel. Let's take a look at that and see exactly what we're looking at with oil. $59.70 for oil right now. Crude oil. That is pretty crass. That's a 3.69% drop in oil prices. That is crude. Yes, indeed. Cybercurrent Twitcher has done several videos on avoiding VAT. People are dumb paying those prices. Yes, indeed. So check out CCT's video. Search his videos for VAT. You might be able to see what happens there. All right. And there is one video that Cybercurrent Twitcher has done where he has a big old container of grease that he has cooked up, and he boils that grease and puts in a 10-ounce bar in there. That is the vat of grease that you put your silver in, and that's a great video. No, he doesn't have that. I'm just dreaming. I just think, because, I think of vat, I think of like a place to put grease in, you know what I mean? Lessa Anderson is here. AKA 47 is here. A lot of good folks with us tonight. I appreciate you hanging out with me as we continue to watch these markets. It's the beginning of a Black Monday, I think, we're going to see in the stock market. And THS Sporting Center says, Sal, you're a great man. Don't become a slave to the YouTube algorithm. You're doing well enough. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best. And, but sadly, the channel does get enslaved by the algorithm. Some of the videos don't get it. But anyways, DXY is going down as well, too. Dollar index is going down. Everything's going down. Oh, Dove Season has just gifted 5 Elevate Metal memberships across the bow. Thank you so much. If you receive one of those from Dove Season, give him a warm greeting. Yes, indeed. Very kind of you. And Pamela Rice is here watching with us as the markets get hammered tonight. Look at this. Gold is now down 1.5%. This is taking a pretty big hit tonight now. It is down $46.50 below. Let me repeat that. Right now, gold is below $3,000 an ounce to $2,996.30 for the ask price, widening the gold, the bid and ask ratio because of the spread there. And silver is now 2 dimes worth of difference between a bid and ask price. It is now 20 cents difference. Usually it's a dime. And for gold, usually it's $1 between bid and ask. This shows to show you the volatility of the market. Sometimes we do see this happen from time to time. But look at that. Wow. Silver is down 95 cents, down 3.23%. And the movement to the downside tonight at $28.80. Platinum down 15, palladium down 17, both down well over 1.5%. In fact, now palladium is down 2%. Wow. What an exciting night, or depressing night, whatever it is. But I got to cheer you up. I'm going to tell you a story about a man named Jed. He was a poor mountaineer. You know what? He had a problem. He could barely keep his family fed. Then one day he was looking for some crude, and he looked at his Kitco app and found that it went down to below $60 an ounce. So he stayed depressed. So that story really didn't help anybody much, and I apologize for that. Let's get back to the markets. They are moving. Silver is now down 99 cents, almost $1 right now, 3.35%. Gold down $50 now tonight, 1.65%. Gold to silver ratio is narrowing slightly to now 104.54. It was down 106 earlier in the night. Yeah, insane in the membrane. There's where the markets are. We're watching them in real time here. I appreciate you guys being here as we go through and watch this stuff. And if you don't mind, if you could press that thumbs up button, that does help the algorithm get the word out. This is the only channel that does a market watch for the precious metals space on Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern Time every Sunday, no matter what. And RZDYF says here, reading news articles all the time gets boring. This type of episode is good to change it up. Thank you. Well, I don't just read news articles, though. I do my commentary, much more commentary than reading on the channel. And I would hope you would understand that. But I do like to do this content too. However, as you can see, that video got very few views, even though I like doing them. But anyways, all right, let's see here. And Fort Worth, Texas tea. That's right, exactly. All right, and Red Crawler is smiling at this video. Thank you, Red Crawler. Appreciate his support. He's an awesome guy. And we love Druid too. And Druid says here, this, let me get over here to make this handy dandy. It says 50 countries have contacted Trump administration to settle tariff differences. That's 50. Wow. Taiwan and Vietnam have said they will 100% drop tariffs already. Market turnaround expected. Metals, there will be 3 rounds in the 6-shot spin it and pull. All right. Yep. And that people are not paying attention to that type of thing that's happening. And I appreciate Druid for pointing that out. He's exactly right. Joseph C. is here. Good to see you guys. A lot of good folks with us tonight as we continue to watch these markets. Let's answer one more. And then we're going to get back to the markets again here and see what's happening. P. Ryan Limerick. It says this. Gold to silver ratio, 102. But here's a fun fact I bet you didn't know. What is the current gold to copper ratio? 10,142.8 to 1. Wow. You think silver's bulky? Imagine trying to find the space to stack copper. Good point. But the platinum to gold ratio is less than 3, or more than 3, which is crazy. Welcome, Steel City Stacker. So good to see you. Thank you so much, my friend. Glad to see you here. All right. Let's take a look here at the markets again. Now gold is down $55.50 right now to $2,987. So gold is taking a pretty big hit right now. A 1.83% drop. Still not to its low that we saw earlier in the evening. Barely saw because it flashed by so quickly. And silver is down 3.43%, down over $1 right now. $1.01 drop to 28.74. So It is not over yet for silver and gold's plunge here tonight, and we are seeing it, especially silver is plunging pretty hard. Platinum down 18, palladium down 19. What a night this is. Good to see Atomic Rooster. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. All right. And let's get over here. Watch more of this stuff. It has been a night to remember, folks. This is the beginning of Black Monday, which I think all the futures markets and prognosticators are saying it's going to be coming tomorrow, and I think they're probably right. It's insane, but that's what we're going to be witnessing. It's coming. Yes, indeed. And Max M has got his finger on the trigger for Buffalo tonight. Might not be a bad time to do it, especially when it's down $56.80, which means I paid $56.80 above spot for the St. Gaudens gold coin I bought at spot just a couple of days ago. Crazy. Wow. Here I was bragging about getting a good deal, and it's gone. All right. Easter potato hunts this year. Oh, man, Easter potato hunts. Man, there we go. I think so, because eggs are so premium. I might have to go get the old Easter potatoes. Yes, get some little starch in my diet for the Easter season. And let's see here. All right. Let's get over here. Good evening, Rusty Nail. Good evening, Sal. Good evening to you, Rusty Nail. Always appreciate his greetings. And from Rusty Nail, Cladale. So important to take the opposite of herd mentality during these times. Exactly right. So important. MM12684. I want to see Hot Wheels on the thumbnails next time, Sal. All right. Thank you. I need to bring the Hot Wheels back. Indeed, I do need to do. All right. I'll take my chances, says Doomsayer. Yes. Druid, we've got Black Monday. Real estate will implode like a black hole. I tell you what, Druid makes an excellent point here. You want to talk about an overvalued market? Real estate is it, and it could implode. That's a good point. Wow, that could start a massive, dramatic downturn. Man, I didn't think. It's amazing. We get on little silos. We think about just the stock market, but I tell you what, the real estate market could really take a huge hit. That would be something, that's for sure. And Yankee Stacking is warming up his bullion truck, and it's probably a good time to do it. Why is it a good time for Yankee Stacking to warm up his bullion truck? Because crude oil is down over 3.7% now at $59.68. So he might be able to get gas cheaper up there in New Hampshire. You never know, unless he eats a lot more beans tonight. Then he gets a lot of methane gas for free. And I'll let him assess whether or not that would be a possibility. If he could only harness that energy into his vehicle, boy, it'd be amazing. But we're watching the markets there taking a downturn dramatically tonight. And yes, Yankee Stacking is here, a great member of the community. Awesome channel, check him out. You know him well. But gold is now down $58.80. We may see it get back to its earlier low of $29.73.80. Right now it's at $29.84 in the ask price, down almost 2%. Silver is continuing to drop a little bit more. Earlier tonight it got well over 4% to $27.65 in the bid price. It is now down $1.10 to $28.66. Man. So it is insane in the membrane, but this is the beginning of a Black Monday market downturn. Dramatic. We're going to see it. But here we are. And again, this is the time to think about, watching these markets and time your purchases accordingly. On the way down may not be a bad time to buy if you can afford to do so. But you know what? I always tell folks, because there's times when opportunities come in and it may not be an opportunity for you, for any kind of financial situation you may be. Everybody's different as to whether or not to buy or not to buy. And that's not even a question, because it should be in your head already based off of your budget and your own circumstance. Fiscal responsibility is so profound at these times. We do not want to go and move in certain directions and be tempted by fear, fate, or opportunity. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to a few more comments. All right. We are slowly rolling, and another thumb up. Thank you, my friend. Kookaburra. Man, he's awesome. Blue Collar Metals is here. Appreciate you. Yeah, we have 664 thumbs up. Can we get past 666, please? I'm really not into that satanic number, if you want me to be honest with you. So if we can get just over that edge, maybe If we can get 7,000 thumbs up just to make sure we're over 666, I'd appreciate it. Truthful Troll is here. All right, Crashy makes you smile. I do think the market's overvalued, the stock market, as well as the real estate market. So in some ways, that is very good. I mean, to some degree, you know, I hate to see people lose no matter what. But there's a lot of fake money in the stock market, that's for sure. A lot of government money in the stock market propping it up, too, over the years. Quantitative easings, 1 through 3 through 4 to infinity, have created a lot of that puffery. And essentially, it's kind of like, you know, a shot of adrenaline or a shot of steroids in the system. And that's what's propped up on markets. The derivative market is absolutely insane right now. And no matter what, gold and silver will never go to zero. And they shall and have maintained their value over the long course of time, even through these times. And having physical wealth outside of the system is absolutely profound during these times. Yes, indeed. All right. Shotgun Susie is here. Welcome, Shotgun Susie. Let's get to Justin Sartain's comment on this, and we'll revisit the markets more frequently this time, obviously. Yes, indeed. Will the doom loop continue to have an effect? Brandon Raj, commercial real estate market. Head Start collapse would make it sense. All right, Justin, there are different strategies for everyone, and that's okay. I use the one that helps me increase my stack. That's the ratio trade. If I see everyone doing something, I tend to go the other way. This is a crazy time for silver. It bounced back and will sell soon to capture a profit, and if it falls more, we'll be a buyer. Great video. Thank you for your hard work, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, Justin. That's right. And even within the precious metal space, there are ways to be able to move and leverage your positions. No question about that. You're exactly right. For sure. Well said, Justin. That's why, even though I'm a proponent of holding, there are strategic reasons to sell, and I certainly understand that and appreciate it and respect it. No question about that. All right. Due to Custis Maximus, the silver-gold ratio market cap is at 11.7 to 1. Yes, that is something to consider too. I think Ball Gun Money pointed that out. However, that market cap does not necessarily equate to what the actual market is for them. You know what I mean? But you're right. It is something. But it is probably a closer tie than most other factors out there. Certainly the mining ratio is not something for sure. You got that thing. Holy 100 ounce. Beautiful. Yes. 100 ounce Inglehart bar. Appreciate you noticing that. Let's take a look at the markets again now. A continual drop for silver is down $1.37 now. Down $1.37. It is now down 4.65%. Although I don't know that actually reflects $1.37. It should probably be more than, I don't know. Wow. Something is not jiving here, or there's a big move and we're not seeing it yet. $1.37 drop, 4.65%, 28.38. Let me refresh that. Something seems off with that. Some of these numbers are moving so quickly that in between themselves, they don't fully reflect each other. Gold down $59.10 now to $2,983.70. 2973.8 was the low. Which means we may have already seen that in between when we're looking at the comments. Now it's at 29.77. So it is now some stress, and these numbers are getting hit harder here. Although I don't think these two numbers here are jiving. It seems like this is too much of a drop for that amount, but I don't know. Okay, have a good night. CCT, did you pull the trigger on your cart there before you go? And have a good night, my friend. He may not have. I understand. No pressure. I'm just curious if that was the case. If my push-ups helped or not, I'm not sure. But anyways. All right, let's see here. All right. Yes, indeed. Elliot Scott has not sold in 30 years. Me either. I've not sold either. I'm just kind of holding out, hanging in there. All right. If you slurp, it makes sense. All right. My coffee is completely cold tonight. I've not done as much slurping here. It is a good opportunity if you are in the market to buy. But gold down $56.20 and silver down $1.37 right now, 4.65%, although I think that is not right. My name is Nobody is here. Welcome. My name is Nobody. Good to see you. All right. Let's see here. Oh, what do we have here? Let's see what we've got. Down $1.08 now for silver. Big drop here, and the markets both, and platinum and palladium, we've not talked about them too much tonight, but they are down as well. Down at 1.63%, down $15 for platinum. Palladium down 2.21%, down $20. All right, now, okay, look at this. Now, silver is now down 92 cents. I guess that was correct percentage-wise before. It's trying to fight back a little bit here. It's trying its best. All right. Gold down $50 right now. All right. And we've got Wicked Sticky Flowers chimes in with this. I never plan on selling unless of an emergency, but it's intended for my daughter, which I concerns if she doesn't understand that people will replace me and take advantage. So I'm constantly trying to teach her. She has interest, but only 11-year-old interest. Yes. Well, that's a pretty good age to start teaching her. You're doing great. All right, that would be one good thing. Very good. Let's refresh these comments, and now I'll take a look at the markets again. And we can see there's an attempt at a bounce back if they will, in the markets. To where now silver is down 92 cents, a 3.13% drop to 28.78. And gold is down $49.40. Still holding on to some pretty big drops for both metals tonight. And the platinum and palladium also down over 1% for both those metals. All right, very good. So interesting move here. And by the way, if you're just joining us, gold to silver ratio has widened but pulled back slightly from where it was earlier, over 106, and now it is at 104.35. It has gained 2 ounces in the gold to silver ratio tonight. And the way you know is this video right here was based off of the gold to silver ratio before the market opened. I should put another 2-ounce round on this video to make it current and up to date. But nonetheless, it is not so as the case. But we're going to answer a few more of these comments. See what people are saying. But before we do that, whoa, how you slurping salivate from Pamela Rice. Thank you, a $20 super chat. Very kind. I'm slurping in your honor, Pamela. Here we go. In stereo at that as well. Here we go. Thank you so much. Yes, Manu DeFiore is here. Welcome. Thank you so much. I use Kitco for the charts. We're going to get back to that in a moment. OC Stacker says, if you're not selling, you're not losing. That's exactly right. If you're not selling, you're not losing. Amen to that, for sure. And price drop, but the premium just grew. Yep, you're probably going to see that in some dealers, for sure. Master Blaster, love that Cutsaw Mint 2-ounce round. Thank you. Yes, it is Cutsaw Mint, Liberty and Unity. And David DT says here, on this here, let's get to this. Matthew Crustlife is first. Good to see Matthew Crustlife. David says, hold your silver, people, even if the price drops. And remind you, all especially the new stackers, back in 2002, when I first started stacking, gold was $400 an ounce. Silver was about $5 to $6, and platinum was $2,000. And rhodium was $150 to $200 an ounce. You never know who would ever thought that gold would be worth more than platinum, and rhodium would be worth more than everything. That's right. It's a crazy time, and through the course of time, we have to assess what could be and what is, and deal with that. But we're going to get through this no matter what. Still feels like a loss. It does. Because it's hit, because that means you're not in the position that you once were before you sold if you needed to, and I understand that. That's why it's always good to have some cash on hand for these times, so you don't have to sell your silver at an inopportune time such as this. But yep, no, I feel you. It still feels like a loss, and I respect that and understand that. Allison Smith says, what do you think of goldbacks? I picked up a few last weekend, but I think they're a fantastic way to get in the game. Even 10th-ounce increments are becoming out of reach for most people. Yes, but they're very, 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 very high premium for stacking. I would not stack them even now. The goldbacks are fine for collecting and fine for spending if you have an economy that supports it. Notwithstanding, they are not for stacking, and I would not buy them for stacking at all. And I'm a big fan of them. Done many videos about them. We've got Wicked Sticky Flowers also on this. It says the following. I love the idea of the gold-backed state-specific currency. I know it's not backed by the state, but what would it be like if RM partnered independently with states and the people accepted it? Could we break from the Fed? Well, in a sense, that is the beginning kind of what is already happening with states recognizing legal tender. Some of them are actually plan on minting their own silver coins. So we'll see what happens to that, but we'll find out. We'll find out. There's the Silver V with us tonight. Good to see you. Wow, all right, we have 1,000 votes in the poll tonight. That's great. We got 1,000 votes in the poll. And if you don't mind, if you voted in the poll, if you could press the thumbs up button too, who knows, we might get 1,000 thumbs up on this video. That'd be nice. Thank you so much. And so far, it's almost evenly split with the majority of you, 29%, thinking down slightly. 27% for up a bit and drastic move down. So we'll see what will happen there. All right. Jesse Lancaster. The gold being moved back into Fort Knox. That's why Trump and Elon haven't gone yet. Yeah, some people feel that is what's happening. We'll see here. All right. And let's see here. Four Wheels from Rob says it's all good. Thank you, my friend. Yes, indeed. It is all good. And Beaver Stump Grinding says, if I was a market rigger, I would knock back the price of silver to distract from gold. All right, yes, we want you to do it. Buy the dip, says the guy. Yep, good idea to buy the dip for sure. Yep, could be the case. It says 100, not 1,000. That's right. But I think I was mentioning 1,000 for the other bars. I know that's not a 1,000-ounce bar. Timothy Whittington says, cool. Thank you, brother. Let's do one more, then we'll take a look at the markets again. It's been a wild night here on this special report. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. I believe tonight's opening, says Ominous Rooster, will be slow until the New York Exchange opens. I have a feeling that there might be this decrease in the silver market price. Well, it's certainly not slow. It's been a dramatic move to the downside, but you were right, for sure. All right. Let's see here. And let's see here. Bo Dink, pre-33 is 90% gold and balanced copper, no silver. Yeah, I think you're probably right on that. If there is silver, and it's very, very little, right? Patina maybe says Ominous Rooster. Yes, that's right. And so you believe that silver suppression is increasing? I don't know that I necessarily think it's increasing. I think it's staying the same. But natural market forces are reacting, and it's big time right now. All right. Let's see here. Let's get over here to the markets right now. We can see that a little bit of a stabilization of the downward movement, staying around the 3% area for gold, down 91 cents tonight, or for silver, down 91 cents to 28.80. Gold is down 1.4% tonight to $43.60. Drop to $29.98, below $3,000 an ounce still. So it's broken through that critical level here, $3,000. It is something else. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's get down here and see what we've got with some of these comments. We've got Kevin Pantera on an older video. What is the COMEX? Is it about to break? Video that I did some time ago. Never give up on silver was around October 8th, 1980, when the stock market went down by 50% in 2 days. Was there buying with both hands at the bottom. Was very fortunate. The CFTC was behind the Hunt brothers' demise back in the day. The Hunts ran out of cash and were highly leveraged. The government and the regulators jammed them up. Can jam up stackers too. Many of us holding bullion can't break us all. Hold tight to the very end. Not going to blink ever. There you go. Exactly right. Exactly right. Jason says countries are still buying record amounts of gold, so don't worry about price dips. Just buy as much as you can before gold doubles again. Gold goes back to 1,500. I will still buy it. It will go higher over time. I agree. I would still buy it too at that point for sure. Yes. And Jade Nefrite on this video about the hue of the gold coins. Notice that the 2 St. Gaun's Double Eagle $20 coin reverse side design has 2 different versions. Yes, the mottos "In God We Trust" didn't come until later in 1908. For sure, that's exactly right. All right, you guys are great. Very good. All right, let's see here. Let's get over here and see what we've got with this. Kevin Pantera, 10-ounce bars at Costco on Saturday were $37 an ounce. That spot +8, crazy high. Took a pass on them. Yes, they don't adjust their premiums as often, I guess. So you can either get a really good deal or a really bad deal there. Pip 1723, hold gold and silver. For years, the gold is well in profit. The silver is still worth less than I paid for it. Wow. Well, it depends on how and when you buy. Because if you've been dollar cost averaging, even now you should be doing okay. Through the course of all your buying through the years. Hello, F-37 Metal is here. Good to see you. Let us peruse our way through here and see what we've got with this comment. Do Matthew, don't worry about the ratios. Gold price may plunge and ratios may go to 70-1. It is possible. And it would take probably a lot more for that to happen. Not as likely these days, though. I can say that with relative confidence. Doe Pender, silver isn't a good hedge of inflation, at least not today and through this week. But again, we've been here before, and it takes time where it gets hammered too. All right, let's see here. The old man, silver pays infrequently, but extravagantly. He says here, if you come to silver with a short-term narrative, you will surely be disappointed. Exactly right, the old man, exactly. You got to think long-term. You got to think long-term with silver. No question about that. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. $34 seems like so far away, doesn't it now? It's crazy. Man. In fact, where are we at right now? Well, looky here. Silver is staying around this area now. Down 93 cents. A 3.15% drop to $28.78. Gold down $45.90. Look at that. $2,995.90 for the ask price for gold. Platinum is down now $24 an ounce. Palladium down 17. All right, very good. I have the 5-ounce version of those bars, GeoCube TV. I like them. I don't have the 10-ounce. I would like to get a 10-ounce version. That's Italian silver. Pretty cool. And I think they are, they are cast bars for sure. All right, we have 1126 votes on the poll and only 770 thumbs up. So if you voted in the poll, have not thumbed up the video, I hope you will consider doing that. We're trying to get 1,000 thumbs up here if we can tonight. Yes, indeed. Very good. It's a wild ride here tonight with the markets, and they seem to be stabilizing. Now, it is near the top of the second hour, and there's been times, we're going to stay on a little bit longer tonight because sometimes right around this time we see a dramatic move. So we're going to see if it happens. This has happened several times when I've been on a live stream with the market open, that right around 8 o'clock Eastern time, as soon as I sign off, boom, something happens wild in the market. So let's stay tuned for a little bit longer and see what happens here and see if we see a continued drop, which is more likely to happen than not, or maybe even a massive turnaround. We'll see here. We're going to watch these things and see what happens. Let's answer some more comments here. We've got Eastern Zone. Buy the dip, continue buying prolonged dips. You will benefit in the long run. There you go. Exactly. That'll help your dollar cost average. James Song, gold and silver price drop due to people panic selling. Like anything else that is liquid. That's true. And it's usually the paper markets is where it happens. The ETFs. Cass Coin says, silver is like playing basketball. One day silver will bounce for a win. Yep. Rebounds. Yep, exactly right. For sure. Yes, indeed. Let's see, very good. Let's see here. I'm going to own my weight in gold. I know, don't we all? It's crazy. Let's see here. Been holding since 2007. Good job, Angel Eyes. That's awesome. It's a good long time to be holding the precious metals. Let's see here. We've got this from Media Man. Being a little colorblind myself, what strikes me is that how the 2008 coin has much higher definition due to stronger strike and more definition on the die. Yes, it does seem like that is the case. It's crazy. 800 likes. All right, very good. Thank you, guys. We need 200 more to reach the 1,000 mark. I think we can do it tonight. We're getting closer. If you're here, if you could press that thumbs up button. Mark Barr says, no adding yet, just watching prices, then I'll start stacking again. There you go. I'm going to get to these markets here in a moment. Stay with me. And Max F 7351 says here, if I buy 60 ounces in 2 days, it's the last thing I'll broadcast to the world on YouTube. If I was fortunate enough, I would know some unsavory, even dangerous characters. Not everyone doesn't have that dynamic, or do they? The internet is getting more intrusive, and don't trust the right people. Can't find out where anyone lives. Yeah, you got to be very careful for sure. You have to be ever diligent for sure in your online life. Welcome to Steve C. Good to see Ominous Rooster is here. Welcome. As we watch these markets here, let's refresh these comments and take a look here. What we're looking at, okay. Sometimes at the top of the second hour, we see dramatic moves. So we could see something happen here. So stick with me here. Gold is now down $39.80, back above $3,000 again. Silver down 95 cents to $28.75, down 3.23%. And platinum and palladium still holding on with their drops. They're not holding on, they're falling, but they're not taking any more losses at this point in time. But who knows? Will we see these numbers hold through for most of the night, or will we see a more of a dramatic downturn as the night goes on? You be the judge. We'll find out. It is the top of the second hour. It's right at 8 o'clock right now. And if we look at the volume of trading, that will give some indication as to whether or not that is happening. And we can see the volume of trading has stayed fairly steady here, and it's picking up again right now. Just as we saw earlier in the evening here, or just not too long ago, we saw a big downturn again from where we were. And it's looking like that is setting up to happen again. So we'll keep an eye on that with silver. Okay. Sponge Boil Me Bob here chimes in on this video and says the following, and I quote directly, I'm 23 and I just got into stacking a few weeks ago and the prices were $34 to $35 an ounce. What would you recommend for new stackers? Keep going or wait to see where the prices settle first? Love the videos, man. Will Sponge Boil Me Bob? I love that name, by the way. Love SpongeBob SquarePants. And that is a great question. Wow. I would encourage you to hold on. I would think that if you have, if you got a little money, it may not be a bad idea to lower your dollar cost averaging by buying a little bit more during this drop. But the worst thing you can do is sell at this point in time. Hold on. I would say you keep going, and but also based off of your budget and what you can do. But I would say it's a good opportunity to buy dollar cost averaging. You're going to see things like this happen. So yes, SpongeBob, look at your personal finances. If it works out for you to buy more, then yes. Lower your dollar cost average by buying a little bit more. And at the very least, wait it out. So yes, You're doing great by holding on and asking a great question. I'm so glad that you didn't give up. You're a young guy, and you're showing patience. You're asking the exact right question right now. This is probably the best comment I've read all day, and it's a question. So yes, and I think just the way you pose your question means that you're being patient and you're understanding these markets can be volatile at this point in time. So good on you. I hope you come back and listen to my response here. Because I think that is a profound question. And I applaud you for stacking, and way to go, brother. That is awesome. All right. Let's take a look here what we've got in the markets. Silver's attempting to to pare its losses here, at least to a degree. It's been doing that most of the night, but it's still down over 3% right now, 28.82. All right. Summit Metals, Maples 31.69 now. That's good. Yeah, 31.69 for Maples. It's not bad. Although have not really been watching what some of the premiums have been. So that may be a little bit higher. I don't know. But yeah, very good. Thank you, Dilly Dog, for that. So gold is now back above $3,000 an ounce again. Trading at $3,008, down $32.90. All right. Had to put some emergency chaser in there as the cinnamon is chafing my throat here. Mark Razor, who gave the advice to the guy that bought all of that 1,000 ounces bar stacked on pallets? I'm not sure. My guess is, I don't know who gave him that. I did a video about that guy. I'm curious what he thinks now after buying all of that. It's more likely he's underwater on most all of that because he had only been buying 6 months. And silver's been up over $30 for 6 months, right? So he's underwater on all of that. So I hope he holds on to it. That's all I got to say. Because if he sells most of that back into the market, that's going to have a bigger impact on the market to the downside than it has been on the way up. All right. Bitcoin is now down 12%, says Grant W. We're watching those markets too because perspective is everything, is it not? So gold is down 1.4%, 1.04%. Silver's down 2.86%, but Bitcoin is down now 6.23% is what I'm looking at now. Ethereum is down 12.5%. Mr. E, thank you so much for the £5 super chat. I've been eating gold and silver for years. Doctor says it makes no change. I stack for my kids, not for me. There you go. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. E. Appreciate that. All right. Any new tweets on the billionaire buyer? I've not seen lately. I'll have to check it out. I'll look at that later. But I'll check that out later. I was going to do that anyway because I'm curious to see what his thoughts are on all this. But thank you, Mr. E, for that. But yeah, so the cryptocurrencies are getting hit harder. No question about that, especially Ethereum. But Bitcoin, it got down to 72,000. No, it got down to 77,000. It is now recovering a little bit, but it's still down 6.23% to 78,000. Oil is also down $2.10 tonight, a 3.3% drop. All right, let's see here. And silver is down 91 cents now, 3.1%. All right. Let's get over here to Ominous Rooster on this video. Says the following. A silver decrease allows for some people to play catch up. I look forward to the dips so I can finish off some tubes. And what did I say on Friday? And that what I did on Friday, I got my first tube of ASEs. Feels good. Love the feeling of that weight in my hand. Preservation of wealth in work. Amen. Ominous Rooster. Well done. That is awesome. Way to go. All right. Let's see here. Good crowd with us tonight here. Still a lot of good folks here. Can anybody give me a thumbs up count? Where we're at with the thumbs up? I'm trying to get, we might not get to 1,000 tonight, but if we can get to 800, I'll be happy with that. Robert Behin, 3005, says, wow, just in the first few seconds of this video, I realize I'm looking at the gold to silver ratio. I requested you show this. Yes, all right, thank you. Right now, it's already out of date, though. Because right now, we look at the market, we can see the dip. Silver's now down exactly $1, 3.38%. Gold is down $43.50. That's a 1.43% drop, meaning that the gold to silver ratio now is sitting right at 104.75. And that's exactly 2 more ounces more than what this video shows with the gold to silver ratio. Just goes to say how quickly things can change. All right, thank you so much. Bat519 here in the chat says, greetings from Southern Ontario. Gold costs over 100 ounces of silver, and platinum costs just over 30 ounces of silver. Been stacking for 23 years. Past 2 months, I've been buying platinum. Yep, I bought a little more platinum so far this year, too. I'm a platinum bull as well. Yes, indeed. 834 thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Who knows? We still might get 1,000 tonight if we're at 834. Wow, thank you guys. Man, who knows? Nice. So if you've not thumbed up this live stream, we're trying to get to 1,000 thumbs up tonight if we can. We'll keep going here. We've got Coffee Club. Says this here. Let's see here. Slurp sounds like a bong rip. Yeah, I promise you it is not a bong. And now it's actually my chaser. And I have coffee now. I've got the chaser. If anybody knows what the chaser is, put it in the comment section below. Or the chat. Coffee Club. Paper shorts are winning. Buffett pushes for $22 to $24 an ounce. Stackers need to respond with vigilance and push back above $30 by removing physical and placing calls on paper simultaneously. I don't know that we're going to have that much effect, but it's always powerful to have some because it's silver that's not in the market. It's silver that is not in the market. So the more of us that do it and hold on to it, it's going to be much better. Coconut water. No, it is just water. That's right. B. Taylor got it. It is water. Yes, indeed. Gin chaser. Water with cinnamon. No. I think I've washed out all the cinnamon in my mouth now. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. All right. All right. And we've got this about tariffs from Rick Stalentongue. Comment says the following. Tariffs. Oh, my sweet Lord, sell everything. Get this gold and silver away from me. Dump it. This is mind-numbingly fake. I knew they planned to take the country to its knees, but this can't possibly be the excuse that everything comes down. I mean, how completely stupid. Tariffs. Yeah, I know. I hear you. It's crazy. But apparently that's what it is. All right. Let's see here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate that for the stacking community. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Trading being halted, says Dario Perez. Really? Has the futures trading been halted? I've not heard that. Let's see here. 884 says THS. Nice. We're getting much closer. Let's see here. Let's see what we've got here. Let's refresh these markets and see what we've got with the movement and the price. It looks like that gold is now back down below $3,000 an ounce again to $29.77. Crazy. Down $62.10. And more pressure being applied to both gold and silver. And silver down $1.04 now to 3.54% to $28.66. Yeah, taking a beating tonight. Sure is. Here we are in the second hour, and it is moving in this direction. Down, down, down. Yes, indeed. All right. What a night for the markets here with the precious metal space. Buying opportunities galore for sure. It's insane. And yes, indeed. Very good. Man, what a massive hit. And again, as I said, massive opportunity. Massive opportunity for precious metals. And we talked about earlier, the channel sponsor here. You can still get silver at spot. Like I said, let's go to summitmetals.com. Scroll down about halfway. No, just a little bit. And you get 5 ounces at spot right there. Now, the other thing, too, is they are, Summit Metals also has this thing here called bullion reserve. There are big players coming into the market now. And so there's people making big buys right now. And this is probably a good time to do it. These kilo bars have come down almost $2,000 just in the last couple of hours here. It's insane in the membrane. That's where the big boys go. And some of those big boys, and maybe some of you, are doing this as well too. They also have this. They are doing storage. As you want to keep your metals secured, you can do this as well. We're world-class security providers to deliver maximum protection for your gold, silver, and other precious metals. Yes, it's always good to hold it yourself, but if there's bigger purchases that are made, or if you feel more comfortable, that might be one option to look at. This looks like to be new that they've got on their site now too. They're constantly changing things there, by the way, and that kind of stuff that happens, constant changes, means that they're growing fast. They're growing really fast, so that's good. All right, look at this. Silver now down $1.11 right now, guys. Wow. 28.59. We're seeing silver hit now, 28.59. This is huge. Now down 3.76%. Gold is down 2.1% now to $63.90. It is now really at its low tonight, $63.90. Man, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Platinum down 27. It's continuing to get hit as well. We could see platinum fall below $900 tonight. So is this another wave? It looks like this is another wave of hits on gold and silver tonight. And as I mentioned earlier, this has happened in the past. In the second hour, we see another wave of activity happening. And we're looking here. If we look at the silver markets here, activity has been pretty hot tonight. Look at all that trading happening here. This trading has caused a big dip earlier at about half past the hour, 1939 there. Now here we are again. Look at that massive move that has caused the prices to dip down again here. So that's what we're seeing here. And that's happening with the gold market here too, as we're at near the bottom tonight. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Down, 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 down. Gold is getting hit tonight pretty hard. Almost a 2% drop. It's crazy. Mr. Dreams, why if everybody else getting out of the stock market doesn't go to gold? Gold would hit 10K in a blink of an eye. It sure would. But what happens, folks, Mr. Dreams, is people are running to the safety of cold, hard cash. Their core accounts. They're going to their core accounts, folks. That's what's happening. They're hitting their core accounts, and they're getting out of the paper space, and including precious metals. So everybody's panicking right now. I think we're going to see a Black Monday. This is an indication of it, plus the futures markets. And I don't know, I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, but some people are saying that some of the trading has been halted for a while. Somebody said that earlier, but I don't know if that's true or not. But it's a pretty big hit we're seeing. And precious metals are feeling it too, but not like the crypto space. If you think 3.86% is bad, let me show you something here. Bitcoin is down over 7.2% tonight. 7.2% drop for Kitco, down to $77,385. Ethereum is down over 13% right now. Down over 13%. That's crazy. Wow. And that's right, it's paper trading. You've got it in your hand, then it's doing fine. If you've got your silver and gold in your hand, you don't sell it, you're doing okay. That's why I think it's good to have some cash on hand to protect yourself in the case of an emergency. Because let's say you bought silver at $34 an ounce and you're just starting, and you need to sell some of it in a hurry. Well, if you had cash on your hand, you wouldn't need to sell your silver. Silver is about a long-term play. It's a long-term proposition. All right. Let's see here. All right. We've got Mr. Dreams chiming in. I appreciate Mr. Dreams watching the videos and commenting. $1 million in gold in 1976 is worth about $35 million today. If you would have kept in gold, it's crazy. A gold denomination in $100 in 1976 was worth $35 in gold, so basically that's not so far away ago. Yep, it's amazing how time is relative for sure with that, given that perspective. Robert Ben, so I didn't buy anything this month. I still have my monthly Social Security allotment to buy something. I usually buy some kind of cool collectible, a coin under $50 and some silver bullion pieces. I can't get to my LCS. It's almost 60 miles away, so I'm forced to buy online. I searched auctions cost too much time. Maybe I'll say F it and buy a few ounces, 35 or 3 for $100. I'm not into searching today. I could take 1,000 out of my stash and see if that works. Buying at 30.32 seems too high for me. Well, that's why I would encourage you to check out Summit Metals. They have 5 ounces at spot. Check that out. Rick Lanted Tongue says, I'm starting to think Sal cannot use common sense. It's all rigged. You are forming opinions based off banker rigging. Memory of a gnat, lack of critical thinking skills is likely to make a dog look in the mirror. You keep turning your head. You're here to legitimize market movement because it did not magically stop being a safe haven for market collapse. The bankers are just crushing metals to give you that impression. So really, when the world's coming out of your mouth? Well, Rick, I would venture to say that you have a very simple minded view of the markets. Because if you think that the bankers have that much power to cause everything to go down, well, you're sorely mistaken. Emotions are driving the market. Anybody that has any kind of experience in the market knows this. They know this. Panic buying, panic selling, it happens all the time. And it's precisely because I have critical thinking skills that I also don't fully discount. There's some manipulation that goes on. I've talked about it on this channel. But for you to come here and accuse me of that I don't have common sense, just goes to show your ignorance and your extreme level of being obtuse. So I do know exactly the words that come out of my mouth. And even though I'm not a market expert, it's precisely because I have common sense as to why I can say the things that I say with the utmost confidence. So take that. All right. Very good. All right. Let's move to Hare Krishna. I already invested 1,000 in or 10,000 at $34 an ounce. That was a mistake. I have 10,000 more left. Should I utilize it now? I don't have gold. Yeah, it's not very wise. Well, I'll put it to you this way. I'd be very careful about making that kind of purchase at any given point in time. I'd hate to advise you to put $10,000 more on silver and have it fall another 3 or 4%. Do at your own discretion and understanding the markets. Dollar cost averaging is key in making those moves. But obviously, if you make a purchase now, that's going to help your dollar cost average. But so just be careful in making those moves. S. McDonald, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Hello from Canada. Why are Libertads so expensive? Why? Because their mintage is limited. Their mintage is limited compared to other bullion products out there. That's really the only reason. They're good. They're nice pieces, but they're really not for stacking these days. They're really not for stacking. You can find some Libertads at a better price, but they mostly always have higher premiums now because the mintages just don't meet demand. So, but I love the Libertads. Don't get me wrong, but they are pretty high premium pieces out there. All right, let's get back and see what the markets are doing right now. We have silver is now down $1, holding firm right now. 3.38% drop, $28.71 is where it sits. Gold down $51.90, still below $3,000 an ounce. Man, I tell you what, gold's getting hit pretty good tonight, I would say. All right, very good. There it is. Let's see here. Platinum is down 25, palladium down $23. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, silver 28 dropping. So Rick, again, who couldn't hold his tongue earlier, says, I hear all the experts saying the bankers can't rig the price anymore. Price rigging is breaking, and we are winning. Silver squeeze coming. Buy before the price plunge, guys. Played from birth to death. to lie to the experts all the time in between. Well, I don't know what you're saying here because it sounds like you're speaking with a forked tongue. So at this point, you're saying that the rigging, the price rigging is breaking. We are winning. Silver squeeze coming. So you're saying whatever. I don't know what you're meaning there, but you insult me in one comment and come back with this. So go figure. All right, let's see here. All right, Mr. Dreams, what would be your gold prediction in 10 years from now? Just for fun. That's a good question. It would really just be throwing farts in the wind and guessing it. But I'm going to probably, I would not be surprised if we saw gold trading around to maybe close to $5,000 an ounce. And if you think that's a low ball guess, where was gold before this big rise between 10 years ago? I don't know. I'd say probably 5,000, maybe 6,000. I don't know. That's just a pure guess. John Knox thinks it's going to be over 10 grand. We'll see, but it's really tough to say. I think by then we might have a reset of the dollar and everything will be reset. In other words, it could be back down to $1,000 an ounce because a dollar may be a completely different entity then. So it's really tough. It's hard to say. All right. Let's see here. And where are we at? So it's almost half past the second hour here. 900 thumbs up. 1246 in the poll. All right, thank you. Silver Heist is awesome. By the way, he is awesome. Silver Heist posted a great video. He's been getting a lot of good views on his channel. Very well done videos that he puts out. You should check out Silver Heist channel. All right, let's see here. We have 900. We need 100 more. I don't know if we're going to make it. But because I'm getting a little bit winded here. I'm gotten to the point where I've talked so long that it went from 79 telling me to give up and stop because I'm making her tired, or her telling me to delete my channel. So I don't know what to do at this point. Let's see here. Silver is now down 97 cents to 28.72. So I think we did see some activity further to the downside, as I predicted early in the market, but it didn't last very long. But it is still, some pressure is still on gold and silver tonight. No question, above and beyond what we saw in the first 2 hours. Gold down $54.90, and it's crazy. Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Elliot Scott. I appreciate that. And thank you, JM Unleashed is here. Welcome, JM Unleashed. Very good to see JM Unleashed also has a great channel. And thank you, JM, for posting a link to Silver Heist channel. Good to see. And if you were here earlier, JM, I missed you. Sorry I didn't get to say hello, but good to see JM Unleashed is with us tonight. Watching these markets now. Look at that. Silver trading right about $1 down. 3.33%, specifically at 98 cents down to $28.72. What a wild ride for these markets indeed. Steve C is here. Anita is here. London is calling. It'll be very interesting to see what the London markets will do. And as we mentioned earlier, if you think it's bad for gold and silver, look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're getting hammered hard. Big time dropped for them. Wow. All right, there you go. Yep, exactly right, Jason Ivy. And I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you so much. All right, very good. All right, thank you, Frank T. He hit the light going for 1,000 10 minutes ago. All right, no worry. Brother's birthday party. Happy birthday to your brother. That's awesome, my friend. And Me Too Big has some wise words for us as well. Stay out of debt. Stash the cash so you can't spend it on unneeded junk. Be your own banker on emergencies. Exactly right. It is a good idea to have some cash on hand. Keep it secret, keep it safe, but have it on hand. You're exactly right. Very good. All right. Let's see here. T Blue. Yes, it'd be very interesting to see where spot silver is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I would not be surprised if we saw silver trading around $28.50 tomorrow around that time. And yes, indeed. Watch these markets closely. What a move we've seen tonight. It's crazy. There they are. Let's take a look and see if any other comments have made their way across the bow. They have not. We're caught up on those. So watching these markets closely here tonight. All right. By the way, platinum is still hanging on to $900. I am showing here that both these metals in the bid price are well below 900, and they are below 900 in both of them right now. The spread between the two, the bid and ask prices widened a bit because of the volatility of the markets. That's normal. We've seen that happen before too. So yes, crazy. You guys are awesome. Glad you're here. Red Crawler, yes. Can we get to 1,000? Where are we at in the thumbs up now? All right, very good. Trying to get to 1,000 likes. We're watching these markets in the second hour, and it is crazy. It is crazy. Copper is down over 6%, says Bino. Yes, I've been negligent to talk about the base metals too. So yeah, copper is down. I'm showing now copper down 3.7% drop for copper tonight. Down to $3.85 for copper, down 3.7%. Nickel is down 2.9%. Aluminum is down almost 2%, as well as zinc, and lead is down 2.4%. Uranium is trading flat tonight. Crude oil is down 2.13%. 213 is the apartment number for Jeffrey Dahmer. Red Crawler is showing that we're at 927 thumbs up. So we might have a real shot at getting 1,000 thumbs up on this broadcast tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Dan W. is here with us. Welcome, Dan W. Good to see you tonight. Glad you're here. Rick Seabolt is here with us tonight. Good to see you guys. So we can see here that silver now down over 3%, down 90 cents, $28.80 tonight. Gold is down $55 to $2,984. Yes, indeed. Dow, S&P, NASDAQ futures are all down 5% right now. So that's what they said earlier in the night too. The futures market between 5 and 7%. So that's what we have to look forward to tomorrow. In the opening bell, we're going to see probably it go down, which means that we could be in line for a Black Monday, a third day of down trading, dramatic down trading. Wow, crazy. And Numismatic Stacker is reporting that the Japanese stock exchange is down a lot tonight, and that is the Nikkei, and we're going to look at that now too to give you specific numbers of that, because that opens a little bit later on a Sunday night. And I'm showing that if these numbers are accurate and true, and they are, the Nikkei is down 7.52% right now. The Nikkei is trading down 2,540 points at 31,240 for the Nikkei. Thank you, Numismatic Stacker. That's crazy. Thank you for liking this broadcast too. Appreciate that. Wow, look at this. Crazy. Massive move to the downside for these markets. It's insane. And so the dollar index now has just ticked back up a bit. I think that's in part due to the Nikkei and maybe some of these other currency trades as well too. Up 0.15% for the dollar index. Up, which puts further pressure down on gold and silver. It's crazy. Wow. Yes. What a thing. We could see gold and silver prices now with the dollar index trading up a bit, pushing back down. But so far, right now, they're not having the effect, at least not in the immediacy of that switch in the dollar index moving up. But gold is now down $52.70, down 1.74%. Silver down 85 cents right now. All right. Very good. Nice. Moving. There you go. Hit her with a wrench. There you go. That's right. If we get 1,000 thumbs up. Can we get 1,000 thumbs up tonight? Hopefully. I think we can. There's enough people here. There's enough people here right now that are watching this live broadcast that if you hit the thumbs up button, we would have well over 1,100 likes. We'd have 1,111 likes if you all hit the thumbs up now. That's how many that have not hit it yet. So hit that thumbs up button, press that like button to get us over the top as we continue this broadcast, because it's always broccoli before dessert, says Lee Child. All right, watching these markets in real time here. Silver now down 86 cents right now. A little bit of a bloodbath, but we stopped the bleeding for a little bit. Now it's moving up. All right, red crawler, we're at 964. All right, nice. Getting closer now. All right, very good. Gold down $57.80, still below 3,000, even in the ask price. You've got this. Thank you, Lessa Anderson. Appreciate you, Lessa. All right, 1,000 is easy. All right, just buy the dip. There you go. It's a good opportunity to buy if you are so moved. All right. Let's see what we've got in terms of comments. We got some more comments that have come our way. Alan Hunter, I bought 74 ounces Friday. Gonna buy more tomorrow. Wow, there you go. That's a big buy. That's awesome. Hare Krishna, what would you recommend if prices go below $25 today and gold below 28? What would you recommend? I would go for a straight bullion. Find the lowest premium bullion you can. Take advantage of that dip if you can. Yes, indeed. And we've got Stephen Caldwell already tonight. Gold down $52 and silver 82 cents. Money metals, that's right. Of course, money metals, they don't really show. They show futures price, I think, which is probably more in line with spot price right now. That's right, John Knox. Nikkei is down. It's almost 8% now for the Nikkei. It's going to be a bloodbath. The Asian markets are panicking right now. It's crazy. We've hit 1,000 thumbs up, says some of these folks. Wow, nice. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Mr. Dream says, what would be awesome is that rhodium goes back down to 1,000 and platinum and palladium to 400. That would be wild. Indeed. Watching the Nikkei right now, I'm showing 7.84% right at the moment in time. It's crazy. What a massive drop. And gold and silver indeed are affected here tonight. Man, 1,000 thumbs up. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate the 1,000 thumbs up. Appreciate you. And gold and silver getting hit hard as we're well into the second hour here. I've been actually going for over 2.5 hours right now. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My guess is probably the markets have sort of stabilized in this area. It'll be very interesting to see what happens when London opens up in a few hours and then New York after that. I have a feeling it's going to be a very bad Monday for the markets. But yes, so thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here tonight, hanging out with me. If you do get a chance to check out the videos I posted today. And with that, I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude and leave you with this sage piece of advice. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. And we will be back here live on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern as well. So I hope you will join me back then as well. Have a good evening, all. Take care. Good night.